It's a beautiful day in the gamerhood, a beautiful day for my gamers. Would you be one? Could you be one? Zadabad's plunder, but don't despair. This colony's breeding great robbers. Would you be one? Could you be one? If the 80% mortality rate works for you, for a few bucks a month you can sign up and have the Hobbs kill you. So let's make the most of another Sunday. Brew up some coffee and play it my way. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my gamers? Won't you please, please won't you be my gamers?
What is up, Gamerhood? As you may know, I am Jason Hobbs, and today we're playing some D&D. In fact, it's Old School Essentials by Necrotic Gnome and Gavin Norman. Thanks for this. I enjoy it. It's not BX, but in some ways, it's almost better. So today is a surprise gift for everyone. It is a pick-up game of Kalmatta. Like I always say, I could play it right now. I got Kalmatta in my pocket. I can pull it out anytime, and we can just play. That's really an old joke for Paul, but anyway. Can't have a game without players, so let's meet our victims tonight. All right, Nick, you have drawn the short straw, and you have you're in charge, man. You're the caller, buddy. Introduce yourself and your character.
Hey, everybody. My name's Nick. I will be playing Inyala the Reaver. She has, this is really her fourth outing, I think. She is the mortal enemy and lover of Robolith, the strange Argosan sorcerer pirate. And she has also taken part in the defense of Sindanor from Fishfolk and has recently returned from an expedition to Zadabad.
Nice. That was so long, I stopped listening. Good job, Nick. All right, Thaddeus.
Always. Too long.
Hi, my name's Thaddeus Moore. I'm playing Half Scabson, a Nord-born fighter, 3rd level. I've been playing with Hobbs for a few years now, and I'm glad to be returning back to Kalmatta.
I felt like there was more to come. Did that feel like a pause, like you had more to say? Thank you, by the way, for subscribing with Prime, and some cheers, brother. Next up, Brian in the park.
Yeah, howdy, I'm Brian. Happy to be back on Twitch TV, like always. I'm playing Harwood, but I'm thinking of officially petitioning to change his name to Haywood. Haywood Blues, the Blues Brother, and I can go around singing doom, 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 doom.
All right, that is a reason to absolutely not grant that petition. Next, Julian Lord Burnick, my arch nemesis.
Yes. Hi, I'm Julian. I do a better podcast, and the wizard. I'm playing the wizard, 1st level wizard, 4th appearance. His name is Adam Vegemitis, the Alacritus. And he always ends up with that same sad man-at-arms who will doubtless be my retainer tonight. I can't remember his name, but unbelievably, that guy has survived like 5 adventures, too.
I think someone else killed them off. I don't know for sure.
What? Oh, come on.
That's what happens, man. That's what happens, Kalmatta. It's always changing. Everything is canon. Anyway, thanks so much for being here tonight. We decided to play a game.
Thanks for having me.
And everyone who messages in the chat will be entered into the drawing. I just see the real long shots in there. We're giving away a gift on January 22nd, Kalmatta session. It's either going to be your choice, soft cover of Eldritch Tales by Raven God Games, or the class Toolkit Compendium by Goblin Scribe Gaming that I tried to give away once, but Nick wouldn't take because he's an a-hole. No, I'm just kidding. It was Australia, and he was like, just save it. Don't pay $10 million to send me that book. And I was like, okay, I won't. So anyhow, every time you show up at a chat or show up in the chat at a Gamerhood game or podcast or whatever the hell I happen to be doing on Twitch or YouTube, you get an entry into the raffle, which, like I say, the drawing will be on January 22nd in this during the break of that Kalmatta session. All right, so just last night we played some Kalmatta and we got to unleash Zadabad on some unsuspecting players. It was such a great time, and I couldn't do the plan. I was supposed to play poker tonight, and I didn't do it. I didn't go visit Doug like I was supposed to because I don't know if I just recently had COVID and my wife still has it. I didn't want to introduce anything to anybody else, nor introduce anything they might have to my house. So I've been stuck here and fortunately found some friends to do some gaming with. So like I said, I really appreciate you guys being here today. So Nick, why don't you tell us what we're doing tonight? You're muted, buddy. You can't tell us anything when you're muted.
I can't tell you anything. We're going to follow on from a previous expedition where we sailed south and explored sort of savannah. The original goal was a bird-headed statue, but we were waylaid along the way by a giant ogre thing wielding chains, at the end of which were bound cat folk. And this ogre thing seemed to be... It made perfect sense at the time, and it sounds a bit odd now.
This sounds ridiculous.
And this thing was guarding a dungeon, but we never guarding a cave and a ruin, but we never got to explore it. So Inyala has gathered companions to sail south again. There's another ruin that we spied along the coast, which apparently used to have a creature which had been put to rest and had never been explored. So, she's keen to keep heading in that direction.
All right, so that means you're going to probably want to hire one of these boatmen, and then we want to... first thing we're going to do is hire some retainers. So let's head over to the Rip Inn. And like usual, the character or the tokens that you see over here along the right side are all player characters. Maybe I should move the screen for y'all. Boom, there we go. All over here are the player characters, and in the center are the... oh, that looks weird. What the hell is going on here? Okay, I have two different maps, one on top of the other. Now I understand. In the center, like I said, are NPCs. Hey, James Richard, 1979. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the show. These are the NPCs, man-at-arms. Over here in this small little room are the leveled NPCs. So the dots are a quick way to kind of tell you how well armed and armored the NPC and man-at-arms might be. So as the caller, you get first dibs.
Cool. Just before I do, so it's 25 gold pieces to get back from Zadabad to Sindanor?
Yes, that's what it costs. Wow. So we're moving between two areas. It used to kind of be if the default is if a real day passes, then a day passes in Kalmatta. But that doesn't make a lot of sense in this situation when we have two different places, and I wanted to make it be simple because it would have been tough, right? One of you guys would have had to travel, and if it would have had to wait 10 days, I don't want to do anything that's going to inhibit the possibility of playing, because that's what the hell I'm here for, is playing games and bringing people together with dice. So anyhow, 25 gold pieces to move from one place to the other, and it probably took 10 days. So maybe a month has passed since the last game.
Inyala likes the look of this Brug fellow, and she will offer him the standard rate and a 5 gold piece signing bonus.
Night. All right, so the standard going rate is 1 gold piece a day. Any person who hires a henchman is expected to pay everything for them, be it passage on a ferry or their soul or food, or well, maybe we can skip the soul part. But I think I'll give you a +1 for that 5 gold piece signing bonus. So make a reaction roll on your character sheet, which is charisma.
Sorry, one more thing, Hobbs. Inyala insulted everyone in the inn in Zadabad. Does that apply in Sindanor as well?
No, it does not.
Look at that.
Isn't this game awesome?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skip town.
Yeah, no kidding. The easiest way to be a Reaver, right?
Yeah.
All right,
Sail north.
congratulations. I also had some good news today. It looks like a group of characters who have been stuck out in the jungle on a very special trip following a treasure map have finally picked a day to get that game finished. That'll be exciting, huh? Since Nick,
Oh, yeah.
your main character, is involved in that, that's pretty exciting.
I can't wait to get Phelan back into the fray.
All
There's
right.
lots going on now.
Half, you got anyone you want to hire?
Right, so if you recall, I got into a wrestling match with a local bully. This happened in real time years ago, probably in 2019 or 2020. So I have +1 in Syndanor for reaction rolls, and I'll be trying to hire Darmy because I like his old school black and white avatar, and I will offer him a signing bonus of 10 gold pieces on top of the usual 1 gold piece a day.
Ooh, sounds exciting. Yeah, I'll give you a +2 for half Scapson. Do you remember who you got in a wrestling match with? Was it a pirate from?
It was, and I didn't write down his name. It
I
just says
think-
+1 reputation, Syndanor for wrestling match, and we used the rules in I can't remember, but there's a OSR rule supplement that had wrestling rules.
I think this is him right here, Piora.
I think I watched that last week
He was
over the holidays.
he's a Nicosan pirate. So
Nice.
so there's not
He's
a
gonna be my
ton
buddy.
of character character growth, I would say, that you would think of in most games. This is a West Marches game, so most character growth or the changes in characters take place during carousing usually. So pretty interesting, I think. A 10, that works.
Yes.
So you get Darmy, sir, and I will go around and tell you all what these guys have when everyone gets the ones they're going to hire.
Very well.
All right, and I'll bring Darmy down here for half Scapson. All right, so we'll go to Harwood next. Or Brian, is anyone here you'd like to hire, or would you like to prefer to go over to the Porters Guild?
I definitely want to go over to the Porters Guild, but I want to go see Gurn first.
Ooh, you want to talk to this dwarf? All right, going rate is 3 gold pieces for a demi-human.
Yeah, he's got a good dex, and I think he's about to go to first level. So let's see how this goes. I'll double his going rate and offer also a 5 gold piece signing bonus, but he has to go in the front.
All right, a +1.
Whoop.
It's a reaction roll to decide how much the boat is.
Thanks.
Did
There
you
it
make
is
the-
for Gurn coming through.
Ooh, a 9. That does it. Here comes Gurn, headed over to hang out with Brian Harwood. I mean, almost anything has to be better than the bread loafer, doesn't it?
The Blues Brother.
Oh, Harwood the Hasty after that performance in the defense of Syndanor. That was awesome.
Yeah, I'd love to see what's her face to get another healing potion or a potion of speed.
Baba Muna.
Yeah, Booba Muna.
Habiba.
That old
Habiba.
witch, Habiba Muna. All right, I see Ullen's up here. Julian,
Oh yes,
is that your guy?
I'm like looking into his beady little malformed eyes, like, oh yeah, you are for me. With your 8 strength.
You and me, eyes up here. All right.
Yeah.
All right, what are you offering him,
yeah,
brother?
You know. Well, I mean, I've been treating this guy pretty well. Bought him a spear and some armor. Do I get it? I mean, based on prior affiliations, do I get any bonus? I'll definitely. I always paid him 2 gold a day, so that's my start. What are we doing exactly? Sorry, Nick. What's going on? How long is it?
We're taking a boat south. Oh, I'd say probably about a week. Probably, I mean, to be safe, 14 days, but probably about a week. A week's week's rations is good. The only thing is we've just got to make sure we've got enough for the boat. And I can't remember whether we can get 8 people on it or not. I think we can just about cram them on.
So I'm paying him a gold for his travel days, and 2 gold for any fighting days, and a 5 gold bonus when we get back.
All right, I'll give you a +3 with your interaction with this guy. So reaction roll +3. You've treated him right so far. Oh my God! But so that's a 7. It's a 7. Yeah, it's a 7.
It's a 7, but
so not so bad. That means that for whatever reason, like he's not saying no absolutely. He's saying this time that's not enough. Maybe he's interested in hanging out here. He found a good buddy. I don't know who's with him up here. Durgus. They're hanging out by the fire. He likes the look of Durgus's red eye. Apparently, he's got pink eye next to him, and he's like, "Hey man, it's been a while since I had pink eye. If you know what I'm saying." So you can you can renegotiate with him if you want somehow.
oh man, let me look at how much money do I got here.
It's because you didn't remember his name.
Yeah, well,
Maybe.
don't tell him that.
They said his eyes were beady.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's hard of hearing. It's okay. He can't hear us.
He looks like he's 100.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's that about my hearing? I can hear
Yeah.
you fine, Sonny.
He kind of looks like Theoden before he got his mojo back from Gandalf.
So I'll tell him I'm going to give him 15 gold for to start as a base, and then we're going to do 10 gold for the entire journey off the boat minimum, and with 2 gold a day for any days over 5 days.
Oh my God! I mean, I don't know if this guy's smart enough to follow all that, Julian.
That's kind of the idea.
Oh, he's actually got an int of 13. So we'll do the same thing with a +4. So the chances of you not being able to get Ullen seem pretty slim.
But greater challenges have anyway. Okay, so I'm adding my +4 this time. I can roll 20. All right, here we go.
Oh my God!
Come on.
That's a 10. Oh no, you added the 4. All right, so when you roll 2 1s, it seems like someone here actually was offended. So when you roll 2 1s, that means no one here will be hired by you. So you basically have pissed everybody off with your alacrity, and you're screwed.
So I'm like, Inyala, why are you standing behind me as I'm trying to negotiate with this guy talking about, but you said his eyes were beady. But you said...
Yeah,
Hey,
somehow
so
they figure, there's no way you're going to survive or something, and so they're not going with you, sir.
Well, for that much gold, I would have gone with you. You could have called my eyes beady, but
that's why we roll the dice. Sometimes people say that you shouldn't roll dice as often in D&D, but you're never going to get weirdo results like that you just kind of add something, makes it memorable. All right, Inyala, are you good?
I'm good.
Half, you good?
Good.
Brian?
I'm going back for more.
You're going to the Porters Guild?
I was going to go back for Arn. We can. There's 2 boats that we can hire, right? There's still 2 boats.
It's possible that there's 2 boats, but that means you'd probably only have a couple people on each boat is the only deal, or maybe down to 4 people, right? So everything has its consequences. All your choices have repercussions.
All right, I'll go back for Arn. We'll see how it works out. 5 gold pieces in advance, and I'll double the going rate. And if he needs a couple things, I'll buy him a couple things.
This guy's got some sweet. He's got a sweet old mustache for sure.
Yeah.
And he always sounds like he's drunk or has swallowed his own tongue. All right.
Sounds beautiful.
What'd you say? 5 gold pieces?
In advance, and I'll double the going rate.
All right. So +2.
Yeah. There it comes.
Oh, all right.
There you go.
All right. That was not a 12. That's important.
It was not a 12. There was one
Harwood.
6.
I think Brian is turning into that animosity guy because he's not caring about your guys' wishes. And I mean, I think he's going to take all the henchmen so Adam doesn't get any. Who cares if he's a wizard? All right.
I can't.
Do you want to try somebody else, Adam? Oh, you can't try anyone here. Do you want to try a torchbearer or something, or?
I think I'm going to try to pick somebody up along the way.
I like it. So we haven't really done that before. So basically, you're skipping out on this. Are you going to try and charm somebody just in the streets of Sindanor, or?
I don't know. It would be awesome if I had a spell like that, wouldn't it? But
oh, you don't? I thought you had a charm person.
Oh, I do, but I probably got sleep memorized. Yeah. Charming, that seems a little iffy.
Does it?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that's something that Adam and his 4 strengths, are taking on today.
Understandable.
Yeah, so I think, well, normally I would just go to the other bar, but if there's not a other place to recruit a meat shield, then I'm gonna
only
stand
henchmen
behind.
and porters. But you could charm that guy to make him do whatever you wanted, probably. But he's not really a combatant at this point yet.
So a henchman is not really a retainer? Is he not a fighting person?
These are men at arms in here.
Yeah, I know, but anyway, I can't get them. So you're sorry, you said henchmen and porters.
Porters and torchbearers. There's a porters and torchbearers guild in Sindanor.
Yeah, pass.
All right. I could offer you could maybe speak to Chorus in the Gilded Lilies to see if you could hire one of their guys, but it would be like a first level thief probably. Yeah, what the hell? Why not? It wouldn't have to be a thief. All right, so you've heard that the Gilded Lilies exist and they do like extortion, protection rackets, and that sort of thing here in the in Sindanor. So why don't you just make a reaction roll with your? I guess what are you gonna offer? What are you gonna offer Chorus to see if he can get one of your guys to go? So, like the going rate would be a 1 gold piece for a. I don't know who Saluko is.
It's that dog.
I'm gonna start with
25.
I'm gonna start with the with a gold piece and say, you also somebody's gonna get a chance to see the world and get the run of the ship and probably know all kinds of stuff that would be good for the guild to know.
Yes, Brian, it does. They also don't necessarily like going in boats. All right, so I think for that, I'll give you a -1 on your reaction roll.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I need a little more. Okay. Obviously, duh. I'll tell you what. I'll tell him. I'm going to start him with what I offered Ula, and I'll say 1 gold for ship days and 2 gold for any days that you fight. So it'll be minimum 14 gold plus, probably at least 3 gold. I'm assuming we're tramping around for at least 3 or 4 days, and it could be a lot more than that. So you're walking out with 20 gold after 2 to 3 weeks.
All right. So the Chorus, the leader of the Gilded Lilies, tells his man he'll take half of whatever he gets, and he can still stay, or maybe 25%. And then I think I'll give you. I think he'll just go with you for that price. So you are getting a thief in training, I think.
Hmm.
So it's still going to be a man at arms, but he's going to have leather, short sword, and maybe some limited thief skills, we'll say.
And what's this guy's name? Do you want me to name him?
Let's say his name is. Let me think here. We'll say his name is Spawn.
Spawn. S-P-O-N from the Gilded Lily.
Sure. I would say S-P-A-H-N, but you can say whatever you want.
All right. Oh, that's fine. Spawn. Okay.
Spawn. And you can roll a d6 for his hit points.
Fair.
And I am making a token.
Bang! How do you like that?
Right
Bam! Hell yeah.
I think this guy's already better equipped and probably, just given a straight 3d6, he's probably going to have better stats than Ulan anyway. So this might be working out pretty good.
It's always an interesting day in Kalmatta, my friends.
Or night.
Or night, yeah, for sure. All right, I'm making a token quick. I appreciate your all patience, but we never know what's going to happen in a game of Kalmatta, do we? Most people would just be like, okay, I won't have an NPC this time, but Julian with a wizard, that would suck.
Dude, I was passing and you were like, no, I'm going to give you a thief. No, I'm going to. No. Like, I'm like, the freaking torchbearer. I hate that game. I'm not doing that.
Thaddeus,
Dude, I got Spawn.
did you want another one? I think you're still in the ring.
He said no.
It's Julian's turn.
I'm done, so.
Is it back to me now?
If nobody else wants one.
I'll go back for Sinew.
Now, does Harwood know that we need a boat for all of these people?
Yeah, there should be a couple boats.
Yeah, so you're costing everyone more money is basically what he's saying.
I'll pay for my boat.
Okay. Well.
He's all about NPCs for some reason now.
All right, Harwood is a leader. I like it.
Harwood is an NPC, so if he dies and I get another one, I didn't lose anything, right?
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to start charging you for that. That's what I'll have to do.
In fact, on that note, if I'm ready to die, can I just pay the 200 like Half did last night and live?
That's not what happened.
That's what it looked like. Can I get Sinew? I'll offer him 5 gold pieces, signing bonus, and double the going
Brian,
rate.
that's a ridiculous thing for you to say for all the attempts that I gave you to have your character survive. You just failed all the checks. Just because he didn't fail, you shouldn't be so bitter, man.
What am I bitter about?
We just sounded bitter.
Son of Crowbar got blown up, and I was cool with it. I got Harwood. It worked out well. I didn't complain at all.
But you're kind of complaining now, is what I'm saying. It doesn't seem like it was good, or it was all fine, because you're complaining now.
Well, terribly sorry that I said that then.
No, you don't have to apologize. It's fine. This is heckling, my man. Who do you want to hire? Sinew?
Yeah.
All right.
And then I'll head down to the porter for Frieza.
Okay. What are you offering Sinew, sir?
Same thing. 5 up, 5 bonus, double the going rate.
All right, +1.
1. Here we go. Get me spend money like there's no tomorrow. Literally like my life depends on these people's.
Ooh, another 12. Is your charisma 13?
Yeah, he's got a good one.
All right. And what's your max?
5.
All right. Anyone else want to push the rules to the utmost? Or is Brian still after that?
Feel free to buy some more people. Don't let me stop you.
No one else wants to.
But with this many, if we run into a pirate ship this time, I think we should just board it.
Oh, it's cool.
Sounds like a plan.
I'm sure an increased number of people marching through the jungle won't add any possible encounters.
I want the torchbearer Frieza. I'll give her the 5 gold piece bonus and 2 a day.
All right, +1.
And I got some stuff for her too. Oh, doesn't look like it's gonna work.
That is not enough.
I'll give her some chainmail that I got lying around and a shield, and I'll give her a bunch of stuff.
Torchbearer isn't capable of wearing chainmail at this point.
Oh, that's a shame.
So, is there another way you would like to renegotiate, sir?
Sure. Because 5 wasn't enough, and I'll give her 5 bonus and 3 a day.
All right, straight up roll.
Yeah, there you go.
She absolutely refuses and will not go with you.
I'm done. Thank you.
You're very welcome, sir. All right. Is this the let's work on the marching order, y'all. And then we'll have to do the boat order.
All right. So does anyone want to come up front with Inyala?
Yeah, Gurn will, because I paid him to go in the front.
So he's not going to be able to control Gurn. I put him up there. Who's going in the second rank? Do you want your
Harwood could go behind Gurn.
We probably need our henchman gear, Hobbs.
We'll put him in and I'll give it off. So you got some more people here that you got to control. Where they go? You want Adam next to half?
Let me.
Who's the highest level fighter? Is it me?
That'll be you.
By far, yeah.
Then I'll go in the front.
Do you
What
want
are you
to
gonna make me do, Hobbs? Walk point? That's my normal position anyway.
I'm not making you do anything, man. They already offered you to be back in the middle.
It was a joke.
Oh.
Come up the
Is
front,
front-
have Skepson.
Is front the top there?
Yep.
See this arrow pointing to the right? That's the direction. So the front would be where Inyala and Gurn are. So we usually set it up as a two by, just like, because most of the caves are going to be 10 feet wide that you're in.
I'm having some trouble with my icon.
Where do you want him, in the front?
Yeah, there we go.
That's it.
What does this man? What does Darmy have? Does he have any spear or anything?
I'm gonna. He has a spear and leather armor.
I'm gonna buy him a crossbow as well. How many hit points?
2. Oh shit! Oh, we're getting rid of that. We don't want that.
Oh yeah, hey, that's a good idea. Can I buy Spawn a short bow and some arrows?
Thaddeus, he also has a dex 17, so his AC is 5
Whoa.
and 2 hit
Nice.
points. Okay,
Thank you.
you're very welcome, sir. Where do you want Darmy to be?
I want him behind me unless someone else wants that spot.
It's fine. You can move the dwarf out if you want. Have your henchman next to you. You guys gonna leave that gap? All right,
In
perfect.
the gap.
All right, so Sinu, is HP 4. He has a longbow. He has chainmail. So his AC would be 5. That's it. And he ends his sentences with Does that work for you?
I like him.
You got that, Brian? Are you giving him anything else?
Longbow chain, AC 5, hit points 4.
Are you giving him anything else?
Yeah, I'll just write it in chat. Stuff that I want to buy, if that's all right.
Sure. Spawn. I don't have any notes for Spawn. His hit points are 6.
Yeah, 6 leather armor short sword is what you said.
Yeah.
And then I'd like to buy him, score of arrows and short bow.
All right. I think that's all we need for him. So his AC is 7. All right. Who's this? This would be Arn. Arn, my buddy. HP 5. He's got leather, AC 7. Light crossbow and a dagger.
Got it.
All right. The dwarf. Gurn. I don't know who named these guys, but they all seem kind of similar. It's going to be confusing, isn't it?
I think Hobbs did.
He might have. HP is 6. His AC is 2. He has a deck 17. He's got a warhammer and spear, chainmail and shield, and a pair of extremely heavy leather gloves. Brug for Inyala.
Yes.
HP 5, AC 4, chainmail and shield, spear dagger.
Nice.
Is a heavy crossbow in the list?
Let's see.
I think that's everybody, right?
That's good. For the docks.
All right, make your reaction roll to talk to the one-time fisherman, now boat renter.
Multium and gay. Oh, come on.
All right, so it's going to cost you 8 gold pieces a day per boat.
Okay. All right.
Okay. I got 16 for the first day.
All right. Well, that's 2 days. I've got another 8. That's 3 days. It's probably not too far off. What we'll need. Just make sure everyone has rations. Half an Adam, do you have a bit to chip in for the boat?
Sure. How much you need?
Just as long as we've got enough to pay 8 per day. I mean,
Yeah, I got plenty of money.
Mounds of loot, no doubt. So
Mounds
corpse.
of loot.
Mount. Yeah, I'm good to do 8 per day. So what? We're all on the hook for about 2 a day, probably.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Let's do it.
Oh, shoot.
Mounds of loot. Mounds of loot.
Is there heavy crossbows, Hobbs? I mean, I just looked at all the house rules and don't see them, so I'm guessing no.
I think so. Are there other weapons in there? I thought there were other weapons in there.
The rules don't have any other weapons.
Oh, dang.
Other than javelins do 1d.
I think the heavy crossbow does D10. Takes a load to reload.
Under new weapons, it's just javelins and two-handed swords. On this document, maybe there's another one. I don't mean to disrupt the game. That's
Just make it a regular one and make it D8, and it takes a round to reload, and the range will be easier then. So why can't you guys see? Oh my goodness!
what am I saying? Arguing about javelins never
Weapons.
stopped me from disrupting the game.
No kidding. You're a changed man, sir.
No, it's just this is a pickup game, right? This is like a special treat, so I don't want to ruin it.
Oh, it's not.
I'll save ruining games for scheduled games.
I like it. All right. So, like I said, there was an update yesterday on Roll20. And so, like, I'm trying to get my old shit to work.
Good old Roll20.
Boom. Not that late, Trev. Not that late. Welcome to the game, my brother. So, as you can see, there's two boats. One controlled by Montoy and another skippered by Maltworm. So,
All right.
figure out what boat you're in.
Half you're Nordborn, you can captain one and I'll captain the other. How does that sound?
Well, being Nordborn, I demand the honor of captaining a boat.
Yeah.
Since I grew up at the helm of the dragon ships with the sea spray in my face and the salt on my lips.
I expect no less. All right, good. So, how would you choose how you deploy your crew?
We can all go on one boat.
Are you going in Inyala's boat or Half's boat? Help me out, brother.
Oh, sorry.
All right.
So Adam and
Adam, you're with me.
the Thug are going with Inyala. I like it.
And then
That works.
Inyala rides at the front bit, the stern.
Is that the front?
Prow.
The front's to the north.
It is.
Prow. Prow.
That's fine with me.
Some
I
Reaver I'd
never
make.
decided. Oh yeah, we got a Reaver and a Nordborn. Perfect.
Yeah,
This seems wonderful.
We nautical now.
we are nautical.
All right, so I'm using my Weird Frontiers dice today, which is exciting. All right, perfect. All right, so what I'm going to do...
Does anybody have any oil?
Indeed, I have 5 vials.
Like it. I like it.
Bottles.
Right.
They're not vials. I'll just say, well, the vial's only like 3 ounces. These are like half-liter bottles.
All righty. All right, so I think
Maybe
we
a
are
full
ready.
liter.
I think we're ready, aren't we? Does it seem good to you guys?
Yep.
Bring it.
Into the sea.
All right. So let's see what happens. I'll bring the boat back up here. I'm going to put this in the hidden layer. All right, here we go. We'll just put this next to it. I'll move you guys over. All right, so as usual, this is a... well, I don't know why that's showing up all the time. That's weird. There we go. Oh, it's still there. Oh, okay, I know why. Never mind. Anyhow, this is a 1 mile hex map of Kalmatta, which was taken from this 6 mile hex map of Kalmatta on this particular product, which it is based on. So that was a fun thing to make. A lot of hours maybe went into that. I'm not sure. Anyhow, I made some rolls, and I think we decided that it takes about half a day for the boat. What's going on here? Why can't I grab that? Oh, I know why. Wrong map, y'all. There we go. All right. I think where you were headed is 5165. Is that right? Nick?
Sorry, I'm muted. Yep, that sounds right.
All right. So you're at about 11 o'clock a.m.
All right. Now, I'm just trying to remember whether it was the destination was 5166 or 5368. I think it was 5368.
If only there was a place to keep all this information.
I know, but we had 20 minutes before we started. Hang on a moment.
All right, I'll give you that, brother. I'll give it to you.
Yeah, you give me that one. It was 5368, wasn't it? We trekked in. Or do you want me to look it up? Let's have a look.
I have no idea. It is 5368, I believe.
Nice. Yeah, I think 5165 was where all the bird stuff was, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Brian?
I don't know.
All right, never mind.
5166, that is area of location, is the swampy tidal flats where the bird stuff happened. Yeah. So, I mean, you guys are, the weather is relatively calm. It is raining when you meet, but no other ships are on the Plague Bay to cause any problems. The smell of the sea is strong in the air. Montwai and Maltworm seem to be getting better and better at hauling adventurers around the coast of Kalmatta. And you, like I say, it's about 11 o'clock, and you have lots of energy, and you're poised for adventure.
All right. So we will get the what is the general thing we do here? We get the boat people to come back in what, 7 days? Is that the go? I'm trying to remember what we did the last time.
Usually they hang out. Hopefully nothing happens to them.
Cool. All right. So let's press on. Pull the boats up and head in.
All right. So that's where you're going.
Yeah.
Now, what we'd like to do, Hobbs, because I don't want to eat your tricks, is we're going to go ahead and cut brush and sort of drop the masts, furl the sails, and cut brush to camouflage them, because I don't want to come back and find them scuttled or people waiting to kill us.
I like it.
Because that's the type of stuff Hobbs is into.
That's the type of stuff everyone's into. All GMs, sir. All right. So sounds good. I'm not going to be able to put that stuff in because I don't have a token to effect. That's why I like to do it on the other screen, Brian, because I can't put the stuff on the token. So until I get to a screen where I can. All right.
How can I help you do that?
You can't. You got to just
Okay.
wait and give me a moment when that happens. All
I
right?
got them all written down.
All right, so you move it. So, like I say, it's high tide, and this whole area is a savanna with some tall, like, hillocks with lots of salty brine that moves in during high tide, and then as the tide shifts, moves out. And this is a low depression. You have hills to the northeast and the southeast, and I think you can even see a distant mountaintop to the south. No, you can't. But you've been in the savannah before, and this you see a bowl, kind of even a lower area that looks like water seems to stand all the time, regardless of the tide. And there is a ruined structure of walls. It looks like some sort of community or something was once built here.
So Inyala will tell her companions to be wary of attack from the air. She's heard rumors of this place. And we will keep to the edge of the bowl, going across the savannah. And you let me know when to stop.
Oh, I should roll, shouldn't I? I forgot to make any rolls because I did not do any pre-rolls, of course. Alrighty. So these are not unexplored. These are not unexplored or unmoved through hexes, so you don't get any XP.
Yeah, if we're quick in the dungeon, we'll try and do some exploring on the way up. Around,
Oh,
but
that
let's
always
head straight.
happens.
We're going to mop up.
I believe it, man.
We're going to
I'm
carve
with you.
a bloody red line right through it. All right.
Who are you talking about, Trev Hart? Trev Hart wants you guys, or James Richards wants you to update the journal, but I'm not exactly sure what that means.
He's,
Yeah,
Kind of
he's
busy
the
right
law-
now, James.
No fifth,
James is an awesome law master. I love his love of law.
no fifth tonight, Trev Hart. Just these four. It was a pickup game that we decided about 7:15 or 7:30 to start. Julian didn't decide to join in until 8. All right, so how many hexes have we moved through now? 1, 2, that's the third
3.
one. All right. So
And half is checking for scat. And yeah, we'll check, any kind of like trails or partings in the grass or things like that, signs of animals coming through.
all right, that sounds interesting. Why don't you make a wisdom or intelligence check, T-Dog?
Very well. My
You choose. All you have to do is pick one of those stats and then
all
roll
right
it.
on the money, Hobbs. Give
All
it to
right.
me, buddy.
Yeah, the price is wrong, bitch, which means the higher you roll, but still be under your stat is the best roll that you can have if you hit it right on. So we should give something for that. And I think that in the past, when you guys have moved through here, I think there are less. Yes, this is a West Marches style game, so the people who play change all the time. The player base is massive. And it could be you, Trev Hart. You could play Kalmatta. All you have to do is join the Patreon at $3 a month and get onto the Discord, brother. All right, anyhow, enough of that self-aggrandizement. And I think that animals were unusual in this area, and you think it probably had to do with the amount of, the prey for the giant birds and the birdmen that had been inhabiting this area for a time. There were and the ibex, the giant ibex that were here. But now that seems to maybe have changed. And so over the passing months since that happened, that summoning that occurred that some adventurers saw, it seems like things are slowly kind of like returning, to what you would consider normal. Does that make sense?
Good.
So you're starting
Yep.
to see like different animals here and scat from different animals, and maybe an occasional large feline might inhabit this area, that sort of thing. But nothing, no megafauna tracks or nothing like that
Good.
so far.
Nice. All right. We will press on towards where we discovered the ruins and starting to keep an eye out for pit traps and for catfolk.
All right. So it's early afternoonish. As you move into the area where you ran into the massive humanoid and his catfolk missile weapons. Let's switch over to the map.
Here we are.
Oops, I have the wrong dang ones. I forgot I did that. Let's get rid of Maltworm, Monty. All right, so I think you had half Inyala, and then I don't remember.
You got it. We got it.
So just to let people know, you can see that the pit trap has not been covered, and the massive creature that came out was over here.
Was
I
sort
mean,
of like
second
what it
rank.
was.
And Adam, where are you gonna? Well, you were in the middle, right?
Yeah, I'm kind of always in the middle. I'm keeping Spawn by my side. Can you be there? It's kind of in a plant, huh? He'll be here then. Are we in formation here?
You don't have to be. You don't have to be. You're outside, so you can be anywhere. But I'm going to copy you over if we move somewhere else. There you go.
This is fine.
All right. So
it's
Inyala's
been quite a
gonna-
while since you guys were here.
Inyala's crouching low, javelin ready to throw over her spear as she edges round.
So you guys are going to slowly approach the cave is the plan, right? Trying to make sure you don't...
Yep.
And you're keeping an eye out. Are you using like your spear on the ground to search for stuff, or...
Do we want a few people have armed their henchmen with missile weapons? Do we want them up on that ledge, or do we want to move down on mass?
I don't mind if you put Spawn up there to kind of snipe and be ready to fire.
Let's do it.
Put Arn up there as well. He has a crossbow.
Is this the ledge thing we're talking here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Adam is gonna kind of stay like in the mix here, though.
Could you please paint the picture of what the ruin is, the structure on top of the cave? Remind me.
Yeah, no problem. It looks like you can see a few different areas that seem to have... This was like an obelisk here. You can see a fallen pillar here.
I'm not seeing here.
I'll show you. I was fucking around. Let me get back there. Here we go.
Are you pinging the map?
I'm going to. Give me a second. So you can see there was a fallen pillar here.
I can't see here.
You what? Now can you?
I can't see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, that looks good.
Yeah, this is a fallen pillar that must have been somewhere. You don't even see anything. It might have been up here. This is the cave entrance here that the creature came out of. This is like an obelisk here. And you can see just a bit of an ancient wall of some kind of manufactured stone here.
From this,
what is this pit with the... what is this pit here, Hobbs? What is that?
There is a massive pit in the ground. There's
spikes in it?
Yep, there's punji spikes in the bottom of it. Some of the other players who were here previously can say that they fell into that pit and then were attacked. So it seems like the giant creature or the massive beast humanoid that was here previously, and maybe the catmen that they were using were trying to trap stuff there. But you don't see any bodies, and it's been long enough ago that anything that might, unless, you search around, maybe you can find tracks or something of recent movement, but there are no corpses here, and remains of the previous battle are no longer around because it's likely been a few months since it happened. It was 12/4 real time, so
Interesting.
Can we see from this vantage any? They would have to be large, but any large does it look like the obelisk is carved, or any of the pillar is carved? Any kind of symbols or things like that, or does it seem smooth, at least at this distance?
it doesn't look smooth, but any markings on it, they could just as easily be cracks from age.
All right.
Yeah, so I would say the obelisk is easily, like 10 feet on a side, and it's probably 10 feet tall, and it kind of goes up like a trapezoidal a little bit with a flat top.
So Inyala motions to the others to follow.
The rain kind of picks up, turning the greenish light coming through the foliage of the jungle into a darker hue and creating just kind of a omnipresent gloom over the company.
So Harwood and Half, are you waiting back?
I don't know if Brian disappeared or what. Did he say something? Oh, yeah, he said you had to leave.
Right.
I know it's only really
I'm
been an hour,
sticking-
but I have to pee. So if anyone else wants to, let's just take like a minute or two and grab something real quick.
Oh, I
and
just
I'll be right back.
I got a bottle, Hobbs.
Okay.
Keep playing.
That won't help me. Thanks. I'll talk to you soon.
I'm trying to give you tips to keep the game going. They sell a thing called a gamer's catheter. That's not actually a catheter. It's doesn't go in. But I guess, are we allowed to make jokes like that on the live stream?
You said you had a previous partner or girlfriend from Australia. Whereabouts was she from?
Brisbane.
Oh, nice. Did you go? Or was she out your way?
No, I've been to Brisbane. I met her in Los Angeles, but I met her in Brisbane. I was there when I was in the Marines.
Oh, nice.
I was there in '99, Crocodile '99. We also went to Shoalwater Bay.
Okay.
Queensland is quite lovely. Many fond memories.
Yeah, we have lots of well, I mean, you'd know better than me, but we have lots of US soldiers and Marines, and I think particularly up north.
Yeah,
That's
they're
pretty
all
cool.
up in northern. Is Alladay or sorry, I'm drawing a blank here.
No, you're good. There's the Northern Territory and Queensland and Adelaide is south, but it's so big, like it runs right through the center, so all the kind of desert area.
Then Darwin.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's much up in Darwin, but that'll be a fun duty station. There's 1,250 U.S. Marines in Darwin.
I mean, probably not that much in the city, but if you enjoy nature and the out of doors, it'd be lots of beautiful, lots of amazing stuff to see. Nope.
Oh, Darwin's not super small. It's 150,000. It's a small city.
Mm. Well, you might have seen more of the north than I have yet. I've still got to do all that. My wife's done it.
But your wife is not Australian either.
No, that's why she's done it. She didn't know she was going to stay at that point. It's the way it goes, right? You often travel, when she came out here to study, and that's how I met her. I've seen a lot of Canada because, well, there was one stage we were going to stay there, and then we decided to come back here. But
And you're Australian, though, right?
from the UK originally, but I've been here a long time. Yeah,
Oh.
20 years or so. Yeah. All right. I'm just going to quickly plug something in.
We're still missing a couple guys. It's cool, Thaddeus, that you're home for a while and you can jump into some games.
Yeah, I'm on 3 months of paternity leave. It's very exciting. Probably the least. This will be the longest I've gone without working, like going to work every day since I was probably 15 years old.
It's more than
14
your
or 15
accident?
years old. Yeah, I was only when I broke my back in 2020 in a car accident, and I'm fine. But I was only out for about. I was burning all my sick time. I was lucky. I'd never taken any sick time, and I ended up not, losing any money. So I went back after about 2.5 months. It'll be close. I didn't enjoy that time off. I'm not crippled and high on drugs. Everyone has this thing. Oh, you were off. You watched movies and played games and read books, and no. I sat in bed stoned out of my gourd. In fact, I tried to play. I don't know if there's a recording of this. Hobbs very graciously invited me to play in a Kalmatta game, and I was absolutely ripped on pain medicine, and I could barely stay awake, and I don't even know what happened. I don't know if there's a recording of that or not.
I'm sure there probably is.
I'd like to see it because I have very little recollection other than I was playing on my iPad, which is a nightmare on Roll20 at the time. So
I still think it's not great.
February of 2020.
But I think that they just did do a thing that makes it easier, and also Foundry has like, some attachments that make it easier as well. I mean, I have not tried them, but that's what I'm told.
All right. So,
is anyone else going to North Texas besides Hobbs?
Julian will
Nick, are you
there.
coming up?
I don't think I'm going to Texas.
No?
Nah.
Frog God Games problems, Texas problems, or you just turned into a weenie?
I'm not traveling a ton this summer. I think I am going to go to Gen Con. I've been going to Gary, and I'm going to Gen Con probably. And...
Oh, you are going to Gary.
Hobbs knows everything about Gen Con. It's got super expensive and crowded.
Gen Con is, I mean, it's kind of the Vegas of the gaming con thing. It's just, it is what it is.
That is true. It's just too much for me. I don't know. I live about 3 hours away, so I just day trip up when I go.
It's the more that you stay out of the con and just fuck around in indie, the better it is usually. I mean, like...
That's true. That's where my most fun was at Gen Con, is when is like hanging out with you in the bar and all that, and then, or was that Origins? No, that was Gen Con, wasn't it? No, maybe that was Origins.
We hung out at a lot of bars at a lot of cons.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird. I don't even drink, but I hang out in bars all the time at conventions. That's weird. All right.
Well, I can't make any... I can't explain your teetotaling and veganism, you fucking hippie.
So, do we want to get Adam up the top of this hill to check out this plinth for us before we go in? Or do we want to do that on the way out? What do you think? Look at it, Adam, through your cunning sorceress eyes. Is this something that we want to check out before we enter?
Is it this thing?
I can't see what you pinged. On top of that's it.
Okay. What the hell is in this hole here?
Well, that's what we're here to find out.
Which hole? This one?
Yeah.
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 I mean, if I've got a nice armed contingent to go over and look at this plinth, I'll be happy to do that. But I don't want to. I'm a little sketchy about going over like to the place where the ambush is and then looking at the plinth. But if we all want to go over there, I'm definitely happy to study some sorcerer's runes.
Tell you what, then. Well, we're not going to send you alone, but that might disturb whatever's in there. Let's keep going inside. I thought maybe we're obviously skirting the pit here.
Couldn't we be pretty quiet? We're not like we're in plate mail and shit. If we just go over there and kind of keep quiet, maybe two or three of us.
I'm wearing plate mail. What?
A lot of the people are wearing plate mail. You and your thug aren't.
Where did all that money come from?
You got to remember,
Okay.
pet mail's only 60 gold pieces in OSE.
Whoa, wow.
Half, can you have Dami cover if he heads over with his thief?
Sure.
Half, can you have Dami cover him with that heavy crossbow?
Sure.
Right.
All right,
And
so
I'll send Bruges with you as well.
okay, great. That should be great. Okay, so Hobbsy, we're gonna go look at the plinth here.
All right, so you guys head over there. You're directly above. At one point, it looks like there was a bunch of foliage that hung over that cave below, but there is nothing now. Why don't everyone who has some kind of character there roll a d6?
Okay.
And Adam, you can make an intelligence or wisdom check, your choice.
Okay, I got a 3 and the 6, and as far as the other bit goes,
So that would be Inyala and Adam, you could do it for Spawn as well. Do another 3d6 plus your intelligence or wisdom, your choice.
Sorry, buddy. I missed that one. I had a quick interruption there. What did you need?
Roll a d6 for Brug.
Got a 3.
Nice. 4. Roll another d6 for Spawn.
for Spawn D6, you said?
Yep.
Bang.
2. All right. So in my games, a lot of times, if you might hear something or notice something unaware, or possibly not be surprised, it's usually a d6 roll. So usually a 1 or a 6 is what you're looking for, and I can never keep it consistent. But that's not what was happening. So you guys move over there. Like I said, the rain kind of picked up, and so all you can kind of hear is the patter of just like a constant rain hitting the foliage that's all above you guys, and kind of making the whole jungle kind of darker. And the sounds of a normal jungle have kind of faded into the background as Adam tries to inspect this plinth. And it looks like at one point it certainly may have had some sort of markings on it, but something more recent, probably in the past year or so, has been added to areas of it. Like things have been cleaned off. It would almost be like, think of what an archaeologist would look like if he found something like this and he's trying to clean things around and trying to decipher what it is. In fact, I think you maybe even find some tools that a mage or some sage or something like that who was trying to investigate this stuff might be here. Like occasionally someone might be coming here and trying to decipher what these runes are.
Okay, so, but can I see what the original stuff is?
It looks like it is definitely ancient, but most of it is worn off. You've only spent about 10 minutes, but you could spend some more time possibly and learn something. But at this point right now, you haven't really figured it out yet.
Can I take if it's somewhat worn as far as looking at it, could I take some paper and try to do kind of a, what do you call it,
Rubbings?
Sketching.
rubbing? Yeah, do a rubbing for it?
Yeah, it's probably not the greatest time for that because it's raining.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, so Hobbsy, I'm gonna do a check of the whole, just kind of do a perimeter of this whole thing to try to make sure that, that I'm not missing the one good spot, obviously.
Okay. So yeah, you go around, and I think Bruges and Spawn are just kind of lurking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how long are you going to spend? An hour on it? Just one more turn, or like one turn per side, or what?
How about just a turn per side,
Okay,
Nick?
makes
Is that
sense to
good?
me.
Yeah, turn per side.
All right.
I'm happy with that. Yep.
So
we
what
might
are the
just-
rest of you guys doing? There's going to be another half hour. Are you just trying to hold your ground, or are you doing anything else?
I feel like we need to consolidate. Everyone who's not out doing something needs to be in a block of troops, because we don't want to get it surprised. There's safety in numbers. I don't care where it is. Right here, it gives us a natural barrier to the south.
Yep. We'll use the pit as a defensive.
Are we done up here with cover?
I I mean, I think that's pretty good. But
Yeah, if stuff is coming out of there, that'd be a prime spot to be shooting into the hole.
Yeah, even
Or
if
he's
you
gonna
move
get grabbed from behind. I don't know.
it is your I mean, it's good for us, but yeah, it's your responsibility. If you want to pull him back, you can pull him back.
So is anybody else doing anything, or no? You're just kind of staying in formation as like a prepared for attack mostly.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have a history of getting your characters killed, Brian, so don't listen to me.
I'm not sure if that's totally accurate. I think I do a good job getting myself killed.
It's all good, buddy. All right.
Alrighty. All right. So some time goes by, and in fact, on the south side of the plinth, Adam doesn't necessarily recognize what any of it is. It's old, but you've already heard of like Lemurians and just like all sorts of different cultures exist on Kalmatta. So that you haven't figured out, but it does look like there is some sort of opening. And it hasn't been cleaned in a way that makes you feel like it's been closed or has ever been opened in a long, long time.
Nice.
Like a secret door on the side of the plinth.
On this south side?
Yep.
Hmm. Well, I'll suggest to Mr. Spawn that he should check that for traps. That seems like, think of all the experience you're going to get.
All right. All right, so he rubs his fingers around it, spends some time, like he drips some water on it, takes some chalk and rubs it around looking for lines, and he's like, all good, boss.
Oh, great. Why don't you open it up, Mr. Spawn?
I think you need a morale check for that.
A reaction?
Yeah. Yeah. Make a reaction roll.
All right.
So it's like a morale check. So whatever your charisma is, you have a particular. So you want a low roll in that situation. What's your charisma?
So that's a good roll.
No, you want a low roll for this. What's your charisma?
Yeah. 9.
9. So at a charisma 9, your loyalty is a 7. So you need to roll a 7 or less to be successful. So he's like, "Oh, boss, I mean, I don't think that's above my pay grade, boss."
Okay. Well, I'll go back and I'll suggest. So first of all, have we completed our perimeter check of all the whole plinth?
Yes, yeah. You haven't been able to decipher what it's from or what it's even here for, but you have found a secret door in the side of it.
Nice.
Okay. So I'm gonna.
And you don't think anyone else has discovered this secret door? Like debris and bits of it are still covering it.
So if it's trapped, the traps are still active, is what that means.
So Adam puffs himself up to his full 98 pounds. Draws himself to his full 5'3", and strides proudly back to the team and says, "We need a shield. We need somebody in armor to open the secret this door to this cabinet of wonders."
Right.
Do we have any other thieves in the party?
Don't have any other thieves.
I think Harwood would be okay by going over and putting his shield in front of that hole. See what happens.
I'm happy to try and. Yeah. All right, you head up.
So it looks like, I think we'll say it like it might be like a diptych type door. So there might be 2 pieces of stone that were inlaid and then covered with like some kind of ancient plaster or something that you're going to need like a crowbar or like picks or something like that to open it. It's not like a normal door that you can just find a latch and it magically opens or something.
And that's going to take time, right?
Yeah.
Do we want to use that time while we're all sitting out here, or do we want to make sure things are safe inside? How long will it take, Hobbs, to get that open?
What kind of tools do you have?
I got nothing. I got a trident.
Yeah, that's probably not going to
we've
help.
got spears.
No mining tools here. Does a door?
I have iron spikes and a mallet.
Oh, that might.
That'll
So we
help,
drive the
but
spikes in.
that'll help.
If we can get a spike in it, we can. I mean, this is going to get us. We're going to have to put post security, but I'm thinking is if we can get it levered, we can use a piece of a tree branch or something. We can chop down a tree and use it to lever it up.
Well, is the trick? It's a. You said diptych. Is the seam down the middle, Hobbs?
Yeah, that's what you're guessing. Yeah, but it's pretty well hidden. You were sharp-eyed enough to figure it out. You must have been some kind of tomb robber at some point.
Oh,
Well, yes. Correct.
Still am.
Yeah.
Without question.
Gurn has a warhammer. He could hit it a few times and see what happens, rather than trying to be gentle. Since we don't really have a thief.
Well, I think we should use the why don't we use the spike and use the warhammer and just try to wail on that sucker. Try to see if you can open the seam on that.
Yeah.
So let's get those.
Go ahead.
Let's get those 3 down from the hill, and let's all form up on this hill, seeing as we're all kind of heading there, and we're going to make a bunch of noise anyway.
Yeah.
The obelisk hill?
Yeah, the obelisk hill.
Okay, we move over there.
Yep.
So when we open the door and the poison gas cloud is released, it'll get us all at once.
Oh, that is true.
That's the way we like it.
Because we have no thieves to search for traps. In fact, Hobbs, I wanna search to make sure, or someone can. I don't care who does it, but is there any like holes? Like we need to be careful about area effect traps with the whole damn party.
So Spawn says, "Hey, boss man, I checked everything. I think this place is as safe as it can be."
All right, let's form up around. And Inyala's happy to go up there because she's, but form up down where Inyala is right now, so that not everyone's going to get. If you move some folks back there.
Well, I think you're probably safe on the other side of the obelisk, right? The thing is, the door is down where Idam and Gurn are, I believe. Right?
Yeah.
All right.
Do I have it?
So if
Jason?
we go like here.
Yes.
Yep. Got it.
I mean,
like
for all I know, there's a machine gun on the north side, but
Right.
If there's not, there
Just
should
guess.
be.
yeah.
All right. And who's going to do this? Inyala will do it if no one else will.
Gurn has the warhammer.
I think we take the warhammer. Gurn, take the warhammer. I mean, like somebody's obviously couldn't swing a warhammer if their life depended on it. I'm of course telling him, take the warhammer and put the spike in the door. And do the board feet thing.
All right, so it looks like this is going to take. Oh, you figure you start beating on it. It's going to take a few hours to break through. So the construction is pretty darn good. So you're most certainly going to alert anything that is possibly still living within the cave below, if there is anything in there, or draw anything else, in a half-mile radius. But the sound of the rain is going to certainly suppress that as well.
I say we head into the cave.
Agreed.
And we
Ignoring this possible thing?
Well, if we head into the cave and if we cut down any threats there, then that at least eliminates some of what we're going to draw to us when we leave this open. Whereas if we just hammer away at this, if anything's in there, then I suppose the one option is we could just shoot down at it if anything comes out of the cave.
Yeah, I mean, I
Sounds like
feel
a
like
win-win.
we've been here for about. We've been screwing around up here for an hour already, talking and poking this
Searching,
obelisk, and
yep.
like, if I think it really wanted to kill us, it would just have done it.
All right. What says the? I mean, I'm happy to make a call. Any other views on that?
Call it.
Whatever you say is good with me.
What time of the day is it, Hobbs?
I had already said that you were at about 2:00 in the afternoon, so you've been here already for about an hour and a half or so. So,
And we're looking at what, 3 hours of work?
yep.
All right.
Hmm.
Let's do it.
Okay. All right. So you guys get after it. And about 3 hours later, finally, a hefty crack accompanies the beating of the warhammer on the spike, and it splits down the center. And Gurn, the dwarf, who could also check for like sliding spaces and traps and such, by the way, he announces that we're most assuredly almost finished here, boss man.
Has Gurn checked for traps and sliding doors?
No.
Oh.
Looks like
You are a man of the earth.
Looks like a diptych. All we gotta do is smash this open and we'll get whatever's inside. He rubs his thick, heavy gloves together greedily.
So I think at this point, what we want to do is like Adam and Spun get out of there, and have Gurn, like, he's got a fairly good reach on the warhammer. He should be able to kind of take it as standing as far back from the side and hit the thing, right? So nobody has to be in front of the door.
Sure.
Yeah. Howard, is Gurn yours?
Yes.
You have something to add to that, Nick, after he said yes?
You want to get him to check for the traps and sliding doors?
He did.
Jim Hobbs said something to that effect just a second ago.
Yep.
I got it.
At least I recall him saying it.
Yep.
Sorry, buddy.
No problem, brother. To me, I mean, no problem to me. So what is next, my friends?
So yeah, well, if
Very
if you guys are good, I'm gonna have Gurn, kind of crush it from maximum distance, hopefully off to the side, crush the door open.
Gurn feels a little uncomfortable that everyone's left him here if there is something that comes out.
Oh no, we're right here, buddy. Don't worry. No, we're right here. Don't see.
Why don't you make a morale check for him there, Brian?
I will do that.
I can put Spawn right. Maybe.
Hey, you two guys go.
Well, no. And Gurn could be back here next to Spawn, right? Like, because
All
he
right.
can.
Harwood or Gurn is like, okay, sounds good, and so he smacks it, and the extra little bit of plaster that has been plied over it comes, and the whole inside of it kind of crumbles in forward, and the two halves of the door clunk heavily to the ground. The jungle loam.
Smash that door.
It's open. The way is open. The way is not shut. Gurn peers in there, and it looks like there's a small 8x8 chamber that's maybe 8 feet tall within. And it looks like there is some kind of sepulcher within with just like a block of stone with a corpse with a shroud over it. And then there are like 4 amphora in the corner of each room.
Burial mount tomb. All right.
So this is where we realize we don't have a cleric.
Yeah.
All right.
Tough to come by.
Hmm.
Does Spawn want to check the sarcophagus or the sepulcher for traps?
Yeah. Hey, Spawn. Okay, I'll tell him what I'll do.
Hey, boss man, I'm not sure you paid enough, boss man.
Hey, Spawn. Hey, Spawn. So I'm taking him aside. I'm saying, look, I'm taking Gurn and Spawn aside. I'm like, Gurn did all that good work. Spawn, go check that sepulcher. Anything you find in there, you split with Gurn.
Oh, whoa.
They ought to. They've done all the fucking work while you guys are just watching them.
Yeah, fucking right.
Providing security is the phrase we're going to use.
All right, sounds good. Julian, roll, or Harwood, Brian, roll a d6.
All right, D6 coming up. 4.
A 4. All right, so when he goes in there, it looks like Inyala is nearby trying to watch what's happening.
Uh-huh.
So let's just do this. He goes inside. Gurn is just standing there. He's not going in, right?
At 8 by 8, he could barely fit. I mean, he's still definitely at the door in the doorway.
All right. So you roll. I had the wrong person roll a d6. Sorry, Spawn went in, not Gurn. Roll it up, Julian.
Okay.
Boom.
Oh, nice. So he's examining the sepulcher and the shroud, and this is when he realizes that the shroud is like almost a brilliant white cloth, like unbelievably white, and you'd think it'd be faded for as long as it must have been in here. And he kind of glances back, trying to spot Adam. Hey, boss man! Hey, boss man!
Oh, I'm right here, Spawn.
Hey, look at these! And that's when Gurn and you guys peering in there see these 4 shadowy wraith-like figures come up out of the amphora, and their hands like stretch out unbelievably long with their mouths open in incredibly distance that is certainly not human, and they reach out for Adam, or for not Adam, but Spawn.
Spawn, get out!
Get out of there, Spawn.
He's like, "Hey, what, boss man?"
Get out now!
And then he's like, "Hey!" And you can just see as his face ages unbelievably, and he just kind of like falls to the ground, a dry husk.
Oh no, not the husky.
Desiccated?
Maybe.
Holy shit, that saved me a lot of money.
So are these things going to come out in the light, I guess, is the
There is very little
question.
Yeah, well, Adam's like, back it up, Gurn, let's get out of here.
We'll all move off.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, so you guys can. And then you can see them kind of whirling around in there like smoke-like wraiths.
All right. We don't have a cleric.
No, we're not going in there. Hey, well, aren't you glad you didn't have to split that, Gurn? Well,
Aaron says, poor old Spawn.
Yeah.
I won't tell the guy I named him after him that the character that I named after him had such an ignoble death.
I'll let him know.
That wasn't ignoble. Somebody has to be bait.
The thieves always die first, it seems like.
That was so brutal. All right.
Okay, well, let's go down in the hole.
Yep.
Should we just kind of set the doors up on the thing, like?
Who's going up there to set the doors up? That's what I want to know.
No, we're not fucking.
Oh, they don't seem to be. They don't seem to be emerging into the light.
Should we do the hiker cheat and put the little row of stones around the door? Just
The what's the glyph for danger?
yeah. Well, we know if we ever get like a 12th level cleric going in this party, we have some ghosts to tangle.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So now we're into the hole.
Yeah. So edging along the pit. We have a torch bearer.
We switching maps there.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Would have been interesting to know what would have happened if we'd destroyed the vases.
They probably come out faster.
Probably.
But you never know. Or if
It
you
might
just come
It might be destroying the treasure too.
Who says there's treasure in there?
That's definitely
That's
treasure in there.
ridiculous. That's ridiculous. There's no treasure. Come on.
Hey, you got to give Spawn some credit. There was no trap.
He's right.
It's true. It's true. There was no trap.
Trigger it.
Ah, shit. Son of a biscuit.
He's carrying 30 as a mine in there.
What's that?
I'm just saying, like, he's got a bunch of my money.
Yeah, that's all lost.
I mean, it's not
wouldn't
really
say
lost.
Lost. Yeah, you know exactly where it is.
Forget it. It'll be fine.
Yeah, he's got a tomb. I mean, he's doing a lot better than a lot of adventurers die in this godforsaken jungle.
That is true.
Every time I died, I just got left behind and people went and partied.
Yeah,
That's
no
not-
kidding.
That's not true. I organized an entire expedition to go down for vengeance. There was it was about 15 people went down to that chasm.
Who is carrying the torch if you said you're lighting torches when you go in?
I'm putting the torch on Arn. He's going to carry the torch for us.
Do you want him to be in the middle then instead of Sinu?
I want Sinu at the back and Arn in the middle. Yes, please.
Does he have a torch or a lantern?
One torch.
Perfect.
I have more to go if we live that long.
Inyala is frustrated by these black magic. She wants something, a foe of flesh and blood to face.
Of course she does.
See, do you guys actually know what's down in this hole, or have some idea?
No one's been in here before.
We know what came out of it. It was an enormous ogre-like thing wielding cat folk on chains.
And throwing them around like they were maces
It was
or
awesome.
something, or like morning stars or whatever.
All right.
All right,
Silent
so
as the grave.
you guys have
brothers and
found
sisters.
yourself in. You actually hear running water, and it smells, kind of like a conservatory. There's lots of bugs in here. There's all sorts of things like that.
All right. Does it look worked or natural, this portion?
Natural.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Can you bring up the light, please?
Moving?
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. Get going. Switch screens here. Who's this? And this. There you go. I'm going to put seeing you behind wizards.
So tension is palpable as you guys move into this foliage-filled cavern. Totally natural. Rocks are close, half glances down. He doesn't see any scat or anything, but he certainly sees like it's well-traveled.
Do I make out any prints, like boot prints, paw prints, anything?
It's not easy to tell in this. It's really very rocky with not a lot of detritus or mud or anything on the floor.
No, and obviously it's unusual for foliage to grow in caves. Is it kind of like luminescent or?
Yeah,
anything?
no, I mean, there must be something that does it, but yeah, that does seem unusual. Strikes you as unusual.
Inyala might, with her trident, just poke around a bit in the foliage in front of her.
Okay. She pokes around in that foliage there. It looks pretty dense. It's about a 20-foot long, 10 to 15 foot wide group of foliage there. And the water is louder.
Like there's water flowing underneath in some way.
Mm-hmm. Or it's even like maybe there's a surface of it somewhere in the darkness.
Okay. Any like razor thorns or fruit or anything weird like that I notice?
Razor thorn. Wow.
Nothing that looks like dangerous, but it does seem like some of the plants look foreign even to Kalmatta. Like they're maybe from a distant place.
You said conservatory, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Inyala will motion for the light.
Half just bursts into the foliage, jumps out of it again. You guys are trying to make your way through this tight cave with your large force of explorers and hirelings.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, where'd
Here we go.
All right, here came the light. So now you can see that there is water, and it seems to be bubbling up, and it kind of has an acrid smell as it's bubbling up from that corner, and you can see it's constantly almost like a spa water or something like that. The water is constantly floating up from that.
Hey, bring Adam into the mix there. Sorry, I didn't move him up. Cheers.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. So, Half and I have had recent experience with
Pools of water.
pools of water.
Yeah.
All right, let's try and we're going to keep that ledge between
So you
us
can
and the
see
water.
there's a cliff down, and the cliff is about 11 feet to the ground there, but there is like a rise that's coming up. As Inyala and Half move forward, you can see that this is a fairly large cavern that it opens up to. The ceiling has like edged away from you as you've moved deeper into this tunnel, and you kind of hear like a loud grunt coming from over in this direction.
Nice.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Javelin ready.
A fairly large stone, easily the size of a medicine ball, comes flying out of the darkness and caroons off of the cliff nearby.
All
I
right.
want you guys to roll for initiative. There's definitely
I'm
something
sorry.
in here. What?
How big was the stone again? The size of a
Medicine
spoon head?
ball. Medicine ball.
Oh my god, it's
Which
huge.
one?
Which medicine
Isn't
ball?
there different weights? There's different sizes of medicine balls.
I don't know.
So it's like a boulder.
Yes.
Excellent. Here we go.
Here we
What,
go.
are we fighting somebody's grandpa? Who the hell's that guy?
It's the
It
cat
doesn't look
folk.
like him. Oh, let
And
me zoom
it's-
in on him.
it sounds like they have one of the ogre things with them.
So these look like they're some sort of humanoids. They're fairly lithe, but their fur is very short that's on them. But it doesn't look good. It looks like it's very unkempt. And these particular ones, instead of being shackled, they look like they have bits of metal sunken into their skull and in different points on their bodies.
Oh boy. Oh yeah, I was gonna buy Harwood a sling, but I forgot.
All right, so you are the caller, sir.
We got a 3.
You already got a 3? Nice.
Yep.
It's not nice. It's
That's pretty
bad.
good. I almost rolled a d20. Ooh, but a 6. Slow shows up. All right. All right, another large stone comes hurtling out of the darkness. And then these creatures pounce.
They're leaping.
Yeah.
That's how they were able to. How high is that?
About 10 or 11
Clip
feet
there.
high.
Wow.
So they just like come down on their haunches and they come leaping up. The metal shards look like some of their fingers have been removed and been replaced with like Wolverine claws or something, some sort of climbing claws. They don't smell of decay, but they don't smell like they've done a lot of licking or had any fur balls coughed up recently for sure. You can see they have marks on them, like even when you see their backs, they look like they have like whip marks, or they certainly seem like they've been pushed into some kind of subservience by a stronger creature of some sort.
It matters not.
Inyala will call out, if we kill their master, they will flee. But we've
right.
got to get to them first.
Yeah, we already know where they are.
Harwood will scream, "Kill the master!"
So Brug and Inyala attacks. Ooh, Inyala looks like she gets hit once.
Oh, no, not already.
1 point of damage to Inyala. Here's
Nice.
an attack on half. So they attack with these metal claws that have been put into their hands with jagged metal. I'm assuming a 13. Oh, I better see.
He's AC3.
Oh, these guys are hit
Probably
dice.
not.
These guys are hit dice 25, I'm sure.
Dragon cats.
You have a shield, right?
No, that's
Oh.
due to a dex bone, or that's due to what does that due to?
2-handed sword.
Yeah, his AC
I
is
have
due
I
to
do have a
two-handed
two-handed sword. I'm wearing plate. This is plate armor AC3.
sword. Okay, yeah. Didn't you have the ring of protection?
No, I that was never discussed. What was happening with that?
Oh, okay.
Crass got it.
Okay, Crass. Oh, Crass just took everything. That's right. So anyhow, it misses. It scrabbles off of your plate armor, just barely not capable of finding purchase. All right, and the last one is going to attack. 1, 2, 3. A 2 slashes at Arn there. I don't think you can get to Arn probably with the way that cliff is. He's just going to go after this guy right here. Can't remember what his name is.
He's got leather armor and a shield. He also has a dex of 17, so he's AC4.
I think those are going to...
Wow, Dex is 17. It sucked to lose him.
Only has 2 hit points. If he gets hit, it's it.
Yeah, he gets hit twice.
Ooh.
He's just
Ugh.
almost sinks both of them, like one in the throat and one shoved up through his abdomen.
He never got to use his crossbow.
Falls to the
Poor
ground,
bastard.
kicking and spurting blood. All right. I think it is your guys' turn. Oh, you know what? Did anyone have spears? Sorry.
Inyala had a trident.
Yeah, and Yala had my guy had a spear. Darmy
All
just
right.
got killed.
Yeah. So you can take an attack when they jumped up because you guys have reach with those, so you get first strike is what I like to call it.
Gurn had a spear and a shield now too.
So Inyala, as it jumps up, hits AC 0 for 4 damage.
The one in front of her.
Yeah.
All right. Half you hit. No, you don't have a spear, but Darmy did. How much does he do? D6. 2.
Does it matter? Yeah.
Did he like Arn had a spear? You said? Did he roll or Gurn or
It was Gurn.
Harwood?
Yeah, I'll go with Gurn. Harwood's kind of way in the back.
Yeah, you can still get to this one.
All right,
Gurn
that's
misses. Or Brug
was
misses.
Gurn.
What about Brug?
Yeah, he's got a spear. No. He's no alas.
Ooh, so Gurn looks like he hit. He's got a spear, you said?
Harwood with the spear in the cave.
Nice.
I'm done bread loafing. It's time to kill.
All right.
Sin, you can move up though, right?
That was a first strike, and now they did their actions, and it wasn't enough to kill them. So Darmy still gets taken out, even though the creature just went right past as the spear went right through her side. Well, I guess it got missed anyway. So, yeah, now you guys can move.
Well, we
No
can
movement
attack
from me.
now, right?
Move first. You're last, by the way, Thaddeus, because you have a two-handed sword.
Sure.
Movement. Anyone else want to move? Missiles, magic.
Magic. Can I see the ogre thing with that's throwing stuff at us? I mean, can I even see a shape or anything over there?
Looks like it's out of the torchlight.
So
Pity.
totally no line of sight to that thing.
That's correct.
Okay. How dire is it?
Not
Inyala,
yet.
how dire is it?
Hold your sorceries, Aiden. You'll need them for the main beast.
Okay, I'm holding.
All right. So,
I'll throw it. In the case, I'll throw a dart at one of these things.
All right, go for it.
I mean, and believe me, my dart throwing is unfucking believable.
All right, real long
gonna
shot.
take-
Happy to see you. You have a good weekend too, brother.
does Arn have a spear?
Arn has a torch.
Oh, he's a torchbearer. Right, got it.
So are you throwing it? You're throwing a dart into melee.
Yeah.
Take the penalty.
You can either choose to take a -4 and you won't have a chance to hit an ally, or if you roll a 1, 2, 3, or 4, you will hit an ally.
I will. Oh, I don't even have darts. Duh.
You might have a dagger.
I've got a dagger, so yeah, sure. I will. I'll throw the old dagger. And that's going to be a -2.
It's AC 19. Nice. I think the -2 is already in there, maybe.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't really matter too much.
No, because you rolled it. No, I guess you rolled a 2, so never mind. All right. That's a miss. All right. Melee, other than half. Oh, I didn't do all. Oh, yeah, he attacked. Never mind. Anybody? Oh, half you can go now, too, because it's the end. They already attacked. This
Very well.
I've got sinew with a spear on this at folk, right?
Go ahead.
All right, thank you. Here we go.
Nice.
On sinews. That ain't gonna hit.
That hit.
No, I get it.
Did you do the damage? Is it 10 instead?
So no, it'll be 11 points of damage instead of 7.
All right, a massive strike. He's reeling from that attack.
Wow, these guys are tough.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, Hobbs, sorry, this is my fault. And if you want to hold me to it, I was attacking the wounded one.
Oh,
Yeah,
you were?
do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're gonna hold me, I mean, I didn't
I don't
say
care.
so.
I asked if it was the one in front of you, and you said, yeah, I thought. But
Well,
it's
they're
fine.
both in front of me.
Not really. This guy's a diagonal from you. But I'm fine with it. I don't care.
Cleave with Soul Drinker.
I'll attempt to cleave with Bulldog Ghoul, the Soul Drinker.
All right. Ooh, nice.
That's max damage. I can't get any higher.
Yep. Too bad a 4 misses. I'm just kidding. What happens to this guy? What happens to these guys half when you cut them down with Soul Drinker?
Paint the picture.
So they feebly attempt to parry with their Wolverine claws, and it just goes right through the guy's arm, right through his torso, and then I just spin around, completing the arc, cutting him down like grass before a sigh.
Nice. All right.
Nice.
Good work.
Meow.
And you can see the fear in the eyes, but it's kind of a dead fear. Like it's just the fate they expected and accepted Inyala and Brug when you see the ones that are across from you. All right.
Do them a kindness this day when we end their torment.
All right. So
Right.
you failed, Nick, right?
No, we're killing you. It's okay.
You failed
Mercy.
initiative, Nick. So Thaddeus, you're up. Beat a 6.
Oh, that's gonna be tough. 2 6s, and this is where Hobbs gets into these loaded dice.
Is this rolling? Yep, it's rolling. All right. So out of the darkness.
Ah,
Dun dun dun.
Guess we don't have to go look for him.
oh man.
One large dude comes, his bulk
can just give him-
flapping as he comes. He's got, like a bag tied at his waist, and he's got a large club. Looks like it's almost like an uprooted tree in his hand.
How
tall?
big is this?
He is probably 9 to 10 feet tall.
Okay.
The others attack. Um, 14 is AC 3. What's Inyala got?
0.
All right, it's your guys' turn.
All right.
Missile.
Magic declare. So Inyala calls now, Adam.
Yeah, well, let's see. I don't know if this guy's going to be too many hit dice, but I'll hit him with the sleep and see if we get lucky.
Oh yeah, what's the rule? I forgot.
4 + 1 is my max hit dice on the sleep.
I think that's exactly what you need.
Yeah. That's
Wow.
old school D&D.
Yeah, so he like stumbles forward, chin hitting the stone of the ground as he falls unconscious.
That's sweet.
Finish him off.
Nice. What's that look like again? Why don't you tell us?
Oh, he's just he's kind of lumbering up with his club, and then he just kind of rolls into a sleep posture, fetal position, uses his club as a pillow, puts his thumb in his mouth, and kind of.
No, I
Oh,
meant
you
what the magic looked like. I already described what the ogre did, you weirdo.
Oh, Well, the magic, it's just a little blue shower of sparks is all. Just kind of like, comes out of Tinkerbell and the Walt Disney show on Sunday nights when we were kids. That
Oh my god, I barely remember that.
Yeah, taking you way back.
No shit. I don't think
Very
I
dust.
had I don't think I had color TV. I didn't know it was blue.
Hobbs with the one up.
Wow.
We listened to it on the radio.
I had to write stories about it and read them third hand from my classmates.
I wasn't one up, and
Right.
I'm just trying to tell the truth, man. Come on, buddy.
So, can Inyala get the say to these catfolk, "You're free now. Be gone."
Yeah, you can say whatever you want.
Well, she's gonna say it.
Is anybody misaligning? Is anybody missing? No.
No.
Okay, so
Can I get to the guy, Hobbs? If I go here, can I get that, or am I going to fall off? Or
no,
can I attack? Go here.
you can get there. If something weird happens, I might make you make a dex check or something where you could fall off. So the footing
Well, I'll
is
just go right.
dangerous.
I'll just go right here.
That's fine.
Oh no! You know what? What am I doing? I'm going here to chop off his head.
Yeah, that's what you're doing.
Sorry.
He's asleep for a while though.
I'm not taking a risk that someone comes out and taps him on the shoulder.
So
I made this
Inyala
mistake.
tries to quiet the or to send, but they kind of hunker down, and you can see their tails flicking menacingly as it seems like they're not willing to give up. Perhaps there's even a greater threat within the caves.
So be it. Then you choose death.
Go attack melees.
All right. So, Rouge. Oh, Rouge. No good. And then Inyala.
Is it cold down in Kentucky there, Thaddeus, or what? Didn't it get
Yeah,
warmer
it's 18
today?
degrees. No, we're in a deep freeze, man, and I really need to wheel a heater in here, but I'll be okay.
Yeah, it was only last night that we played, so you didn't have time, maybe.
I'm in my basement lair. No, it wasn't as bad. What is it? It's 6
AC7's a
degrees
miss.
outside.
16 is a hit.
And
Hits
two
for
long
3.
3 points of damage. Anybody else attacking? He's still alive.
Sinew.
Did she hit?
3.
For
On this
3.
one.
All right, that'll kill that one.
You guys have some excellent morale though.
Arn.
He has a torch
Okay.
torch guard.
And a shield.
and leather armor.
Okay. So that's it?
Can he use the torch as a weapon?
Not from the second rank.
Oh, damn it. Yeah, true.
Is that it then?
That's it.
All right.
Thaddeus takes the head.
Yep, chop.
Indeed.
Half.
All right, so let's. You lost an initiative, Thaddeus. Thank you for your services, Brian. Beat a 6. Holy shit!
Oh, come on.
Third one in a row.
Wow.
It's supposed to be 665,
Yeah,
not
I
666.
Yeah, it can. That's crazy. All right. This looks kind of weird. Anyway, I guess this creature is going all out against Inyala, who tried to affect her here. I don't think that hits. We already discovered that a 14. It's AC 3. So why don't you guys finish this creature out? What's Half doing up there?
Good question. I guess I'm gonna come back here and try to kill this guy. Now you know what? I'm gonna throw one of my throwing axes at him.
Yeah. Okay. Everyone can attack. Who's going to attack?
Ha ha!
Inyala hits for 2.
Half hits with the thrown axe for 6.
Oof.
I'm with a 14.
It is.
Or
All right, so this creature is attacked from multiple sides, but I mean that means that Thaddeus, you're not taking the -4 when you throw into melee in the future, right?
I guess I'm.
Because you just threw into melee.
Yeah.
And Yala's like loses
Yeah,
a few
all that
brains.
matters is that it hit.
Yeah, look, I'll take it this time.
But I'm just
what
assuming
really
in
matters
the future you're just going to throw into melee as well.
Correct.
Okay, without the -4.
Correct.
is that it tumbles dramatically down into the off the cliff face and into the water.
Yep,
That's the important part.
that's exactly what happens.
Hey Hobbs, I'll
Yes,
take the torch from now that my one spell is exhausted. I might as well be the torch bearer, so I can take it from Arn and he can weapon it.
Okay.
Assuming everybody else is cool.
And we're cool.
Yeah.
All right. Should we go and search this body and check out the rest?
So the ocelotl have no treasure, obviously. But
We'll
this
bring
guy,
that
like I
to life.
said, he has a belt with. It seems like he was a collector, and he has 80 gold pieces worth of copper.
Oof.
Which is 8,000 coins.
It seems like quite a bit.
In a large bag. But there are some gems in there that you finally find when you're searching through it. One of them, definitely worth some treasure.
Nice. Well, we will take the gems, and then, I mean, I don't know. I guess we could get a auto to carry the 8,000, or else we can just leave it and grab it on the way out.
Yeah, we should probably just leave it.
Yeah, no one's gonna nick it and kind of skip off into the bushes without us noticing. So, all right. I want to check out the lake, but I'm concerned that the cat folk were still fighting us after Haf brought that thing down. After Adam brought that thing down. So, Adam, do you want to bring the light up?
Yeah. Just kind of trying to strategically be in the middle.
It looks like there's a lot of activity around the water's edge. It looks like whatever these creatures are, they use it a lot. And maybe they water the actual plants, but where the sunlight comes to make them grow is another question. Some of them do bear fruit and even like maybe insects that don't seem like the usual ones of Kalmatta.
they're not the big hairy bug kind.
Oh, they probably still are, but they look like they could be from a distant land.
Adam, do you have any sorceress knowledge to bring to this water? If we go and check it out?
Yeah, if you like. I mean, as long as we're all going to, when the tentacles come out, somebody's got a sword or 3 ready.
I tell you what, we'll do that on the return. I'm concerned about what's ahead.
All this talk
Yeah,
of a
I'm with
return, I think you're very, very. You have a lot of positivity about that. I'm surprised.
And Inyala is all about positivity.
There's at least 2 kinds of returns, the really, really quick ones.
Oh, I
and
thought you were going to
and
say,
the kind
with your shield or on it.
Ugh.
very Spartan.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
What's up now? What's going to happen?
Edge forward.
Moving on. Folks in the back, keep up. I'm moving in the middle. Inyala, if you want to keep going.
Yeah, who's getting left behind?
It would be me.
Yeah.
There we go.
You guys leave a pile of corpses behind you, including poor Darmy.
We'll get him on the return too.
I think, Phelan, you can make an intelligence or wisdom roll.
Nice.
Roll 2d20. Is that under both of those?
Yeah, both under. Yep.
So, some sort of distant memory, maybe not even Phelan's, but maybe the soul. Oh, I was thinking you were Phelan. You wouldn't know, I guess. Never mind. I was thinking you were Phelan. My bad. Never mind.
Now that's got me guessing. All right. All right. Let's keep on.
So, like, it seems like I said, it almost seems like some sort of conservatory in here, full of life and jungle in these strange caverns.
I've lost one of my henchies somehow. Oh, there he is.
It almost seems to have, an unnatural smell because it's rather foreign from all the months that you've spent in Sindanor and the jungles of Kalmatta. Even different than anything that you smelled in Zadabad.
Okay. Inyala is a reaver. She's sailed lots of places. Does she kind of recognize this from any of her? No.
Nope. It doesn't seem like it's part of the known world. The sound of that bubbling spring fades behind you as you move forward. There's still like a chittering of insects. It doesn't seem like a lot of birds are in here, but there are some. So whatever sorcery or wizardry is used, it doesn't fend off the natural way of things.
Have any of the birds been eating at the fruit? Birds come in and do any of them look like they've been pecked at or eaten at?
Yeah, sure.
Any dead birds?
No. Dead bird, gonna put it on you. Sorry.
What is that? Up ahead.
It's a large rock formation coming out of the ground.
Okay. Can we have some more light, please?
Yeah. Let's try that. Yeah.
I might, with my trident, if these fruits look really exotic, I might, with my trident, kind of haul a branch low and collect some up for Habibamuna.
All right. Roll a d6.
Five.
Eat one.
Yeah.
I'm so tempted. I'm such a push the button player.
Same.
Like,
So you guys are slowly traversing the rocky grounds of this cavern. You can see there's another rise there with a hillock kind of leading up from the right.
so Jason, I'm looking out for if there's different varieties of the fruit.
Sure.
And if there is, I'll stop and take more samples for Habibamuna.
All right. Roll dice 6. Is someone laughing? Oh, it was you, Nick.
I don't know why I do this. 6, because it's fun. I mean,
It cracks me up. Why not? Get into it, brother.
Yeah. So a 6 for exotic fruit.
So the group is moving very slowly. You probably could use a rest.
Okay.
It looks like the hallway or the natural chamber is kind of getting a little larger, maybe, and you're slowly kind of stepping up, right?
So
It kind of went down, but now it's sort of stepping up as you move through the
Right.
tiers of this cavern.
we'll take a rest here. We'll form up here, and one of us will keep. I'll keep. I think one of us keeps watch, and then so it'll end up being kind of two rest turns. I'll be
Okay.
good with that.
Sounds good to me, man.
Sure.
Is that where you guys are going to rest where you are?
Oh, sorry. Is this like we're gonna take an hour off, or are we camping?
10 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, was that what you meant? Like we need a rest, like to sleep overnight? Or was this the 10-minute?
10
Yes.
minute rest.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We can chill for 10 minutes.
All right. Everyone roll a d6.
Ah.
I'm sure nothing is going to happen.
Oh, come on.
Fuck off.
1.
All right. So
Thanks,
As you-
Tony.
as you guys are quietly trying to, you're looking around at this strange fauna of the jungle, of a distant jungle perhaps, but in still the jungle of Kalmatta that you guys have become accustomed to. But now it's strange and weird. It's not as weird as like the Raksha plain that you've gone to, or the inner god tree that others have rumored to be, but it seems the same but different somehow. And that's when Inyala thinks she hears something else, like some kind of language or some kind of calling out. You're going to have to use another torch, by the way. And that's
I got
when
one.
You got it, Harwood?
Yeah.
to the north, just on the edge of the light, the sound seems to pause, and then suddenly you hear a loud roar. Right. Dum, 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 and something storms into your torchlight.
Hell yeah, another one.
Two arms, brothers.
And it seems
Harwood will
pissed.
scream, 2 arms.
Did
All right.
you say we heard another language, or is it this thing? It was in that deep guttural tone.
Yeah, you think it's
Um,
probably this thing.
Okay, right.
So nobody move. You can't move your tokens. You have to stay where you were. Nick, you cheater.
I haven't touched my toe.
Some token moved. I don't know. I guess I thought it was yours, but I don't know who it was. Let me
It
check.
probably was me. If there was someone cheating, it was probably me.
Or Julian,
Um,
for sure. For
I've
sure.
gotten to do it so often
cheater.
now, I don't even notice.
All right, so who's up? I think Julian up. You're up for initiative.
Okay. Here we go.
Yeah.
How's that?
That's what I'm talking
If Hobbs
about.
rolls another 6, he's only rolled 6s.
Do it. Oh, a 5. So
God.
it's simultaneous movement.
Don't
Just to light
think so, except for. I guess I'll go
Hey,
up.
what's the ground like here? Kind of rocky, and is it shaly and kind of sandy or dusty, gravelly, or is it packed or what?
Yeah, there is some detritus, but not a lot. It almost seems like somehow something is cleaning it. Underneath the foliage, you found that there is some sort of loam under there, almost like, and even like some sort of fertilizer, natural fertilizer has been applied to keep these plants alive in here.
Are we falling back 5 feet?
Is there enough that I can get a handful of dust or something, a handful of dirt or whatever, loam?
Yeah. Probably
I'd
you
like
have
to
to
be
go
able-
to where the plants are, or you could have gathered it previously if you wanted to.
Yeah, previously.
That's fine.
Awesome.
Movement. Let's just do that. I'd like to be able to missile, but
All right, so it moves at the same time. Slams into your line. You can go ahead and first strike with any of these losers. Maybe who didn't move.
Harwood.
Anyone who didn't move can attack.
Oh, if they have a spear.
Spear, right. Or polearm.
Yeah, or Pora. If they didn't move, yeah.
Or Trident?
I moved.
So
Oh.
did Harwood move?
No.
All right. Does he have a spear? All right, he attacks.
Yes.
9
Miss.
misses. Gurn
Gurn with the spear. 18.
hits.
Five,
Nice.
please.
Nice.
Dwarven
First
grit.
blood.
Arn.
Arn is
Torchbearer.
longbow.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, you can't use a
Long.
longbow right now.
And a dagger. Wait, he's a light crossbow and a dagger.
All right. He can fire
Cross it
that.
up.
He can fire that during the missile phase.
All right.
So, Jason, because it's simultaneous, could I throw my javelin while he's closing in terms of the I moved?
I got the impression you had a spear out. No?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. We'll go with
Yeah.
Trident.
The trident, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so no. Did you roll your roll yet, Brian?
It was missile, right?
Yeah, I'm telling you to just go ahead now. Because I don't
Okay,
think,
there it
unless
comes, missile.
Brug has a spear in Yala.
Yeah, but he moved.
Oh,
he moved.
Okay.
We
That
both
misses.
moved. Yep.
All right, so
Sinew. Sinew has
Sinew.
a spear.
go. Did Sinew move?
No.
No? Okay.
No. There's a wonderful roll for you.
Let's go back to the tape. No, I'm just kidding. All right, misses. All right, so now it is melee. So this also has a large club. This time, though, it looks like a femur of a beast so large that this creature can use it as a club, almost the size of a man.
At least it's not a cat folk.
And he swings it
Hey, dude.
half.
Sorry, did I miss missiles? You guys froze up there for a minute.
Sorry,
You
I
did.
rolled the wrong thing.
Go ahead.
AC 5.
Oh, shit. I'm pretty sure that hits.
He's a large target.
He is indeed.
Does that factor in?
Yeah, it's all part of it. That's exactly what he has, though, is AC 5 for future reference.
Max damage. That's good.
Adam, roll
Julian.
roll your damage.
Natural 20.
It's a crit. I
There's
was
no-
just throwing the
there's no
dirt at it.
crits.
Okay, well,
All right, so you throw
was
some
just
dirt at it. You trying to blind him or something?
yeah, hell yeah. Or at
All right.
least aggravate him. Get some crap in his face.
All right, let's make an opposed roll here. Oh, here, I'll do it this way. All right, so I gave him basically a saving throw, and he passed it. So this kind of flutters around his heavy brow, which protects his beady eyes behind that thick, heavy brow that he's got.
Okay.
Bruges missed, but Inyala struck with a trident, but just for 1 damage.
So you notice that the teats are much larger. So you think this is a female version of the other creature that you saw previously.
It matters not.
I mean, you know,
What's that?
I mean, the ogre fetish folks back in Singapore are just gonna.
There's some guy watching thing. I've been waiting for this.
I hope so. If I could give somebody something like that, I mean, I feel like my job was done.
Well, we'll talk later.
All right, buddy. All right, so initiative, right? And that was a tie, so whoever it was that was just in there is still going strong.
And Julian.
We got the hot hand going
That's
here.
it. It's the Vegemite.
Yeah. There you go. Ah, come on.
That you might in.
Oh no.
Oh,
I lost. I lost.
Ogre fetish.
Got it.
Who's up?
All right.
Movement, missiles, magic.
Missile with he's got to reload that crossbow, right? It's a light crossbow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is he reloading?
Reloading.
All right.
Roll the missile.
Melee.
All right. Bruges.
Everybody go.
AC misses.
That misses. He's got an AC of 5.
5.
Harwood.
Miss.
Miss for half.
Hit.
Oh, Inyala, come on.
You guys are definitely whittling him down. Miss. Oh, no. I'm going to roll ahead of time. See. Oh, it's Gurn. He doesn't like the dwarf. Is that everybody?
That's all for me.
Oh, my God. These guys are terrible. Mrs. Gurn.
See, he did get some dirt in his face.
He must have. I prefer she. This is a she-her.
Yeah.
She-her ogre. Go ahead and make your initiative now. Whoever tried last time succeeded, so they go again. I think it was...
Why do you have
Julian.
to talk about ogre teats? Oh shit!
All right. This time, rears back with that club. 3, 4, 5. This time it's Harwood. Harwood.
Oh no.
What the hell? Here it is. Sorry. I couldn't find the thing I was looking for. Boom. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
AC 2.
Of course I get it. I am AC2.
All
You
right.
got a shield?
7
Yeah.
points. 7 points of damage.
I'll sunder the shield.
All right.
Yeah.
Your shield is destroyed. Now you guys attack. Finish this thing off.
Can Harwood attack and put on his other shield at the same time?
No. Doesn't matter. What happens to this guy, Thaddeus? And Bodal Ghoul comes swinging out at it.
Good.
So okay. So, do you rue it? Do you rue attacking half? Die, she ogre. And she is her leg is lopped off, and she just looks in disbelief. And then the split runs all the way from her torso all the way down or up to her head, and then she just falls in half.
Flops all of her intestines on Half's boot. All right.
Blood for Bulldoggle.
All right, nice. So you guys have destroyed another creature.
All right. Let's search her and press on. We've got lots to do on the return.
True.
So she has a gold piece, 120 gold piece gem stuffed in each ear like it's some kind of weird earring. Maybe that's why she didn't hear the fight earlier.
Not bad.
Do we have a treasurer at the moment? Or should I...
I thought you were it.
I'm the caller. I can't do two things at once.
Oh, can't we call her and quartermaster? I see. I understand.
I can barely talk and walk at once.
I can do it. I'm out of ammo, so I might as well do it.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it,
Yeah,
Julian.
sure. No worries. Let me. Yeah. Let's just I'll have a little take a note back here. So far we had found 8,000 coppers for my ancient ass computer. And then we had 1 gem for 10 GP and 1 gem for 500 GP.
2 for 120.
2 for 120 each, right?
And the 8,000 is not actually being carried at this point, so.
Right. Back with, good. I'll make back with Ogre 1. Ogre Fetish. Okay.
Nice. And then when you're ready, let's, assuming we got our rest in, or do we need to still rest?
Nope, you're good.
You're good? Onwards, brothers.
Barely.
We return rich from here today.
We return with our lives. Is that not enough?
All right.
So it looks like you're edging up another tier. This area is well traveled, but like I say, there's loam and fertilizer around all of the foliage.
I'm going to collect some more dirt just because, hey.
All right. Adam's walking around with some loam in her hands. It smells like poop. Tries to keep it from half because you know how he likes to taste poop.
I'm never going to live that down.
Oop.
What is this like weird like kind of barrier thing that Inyala is about to go through here?
So where there isn't anything, it's kind of a slope leading up because you can tell that it's like another tier that's above. So you've moved up, up, up as you came through this. So not only are you moving forward, you're also moving elevation.
Any new varieties of fruit that we spot?
Nope, not now.
Not now.
So is there like any? Does this look like there was a gate there? Because it's just sort of a funny looking outcropping.
Nope, it's just a slope. It's a slope, and then there's cliffs on either side of it, like drop offs on either side. So you're moving up.
Yeah, I get it. Got it. Okay. Looks like we might be leaving Arn behind or somebody. Hey, what are you doing with that she-ogre?
Half is sticking back with the ogre, trying to get
You want to live forever?
Searching the body.
You already got that. You already got it. You found some gems in her ears.
Was there any signs of dental work, like gold teeth or anything like that?
No, not on the ogre. And it also seems strange that this ogre or these enslaved ocelotl men would be able to do any of this type of gardening, so to speak.
Hey, they just do what they're told.
That's right. So
You,
it's fairly certain that someone else must be the mastermind of this place.
unnatural sorceries are at work.
Something. It's the obelisk is controlling them.
Well, we can just take it with a, warhammer and some spikes and destroy the obelisk. Take us a year or two.
Can we have a little bit more light, please?
Yeah. I kind of don't want to be in front of
I get it, my subtle friend.
it. Yeah, exactly.
Thaddeus, did you fall asleep?
No.
There you go.
And Inyala does have her javelin ready this time. Got
Julian, roll a d6.
Hmm.
Oh boy.
Try to move Poor Hobbs. Does.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Now it was a 1 last time, and now you made it a 6.
I told you I switch it up.
Oh, come on!
But as Adam moves close, kind of through that foliage there, you realize that at the edge, even though the torchlight doesn't necessarily reach it, there's an opening up on the top, and you can see like someone has scrabbled up. And there even looks like there might be like a place that a rope ladder is above there. So there's an opening to the left there. Here, I'll show you where.
Sweet.
Adam has some kick-ass eyes.
He does.
Not beady at all.
Yeah. Oh, poor beady-eyed Ulan. See, if Ulan was here, he'd be alive.
Oh, nice. Nice work, Adam.
So you spot like a concealed exit or entrance or egress to a different sort of chamber. You can almost smell like ozone, the smell of the jungle after lightning strikes.
Do we want to...
Looks like the way out.
Maybe that's the our archaeologist friend, the one who examines the flint.
Ozone. Like after a lightning strike, huh?
Yeah, man.
You know what? I'm just going to ask everybody to be quiet, and I'm going to listen carefully that direction.
You think you hear almost like the sound of a crackling fire and the tinkling of glass.
Sorcery. Alchemy.
That's pretty intriguing.
Inyala's pretty quick if you'd like her to climb. Maybe we can... How much further can we see down this passage that we were progressing down? Can you bring the light a bit closer so we can see?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm wondering if there is some sort of sorceress type up there, if we can... I mean, the smell of lightning has me a little bit concerned.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Why ever would
But
that
on
be?
the other-
I think we could sunder a shield with a lightning bolt and then rush them.
Hobbs, is there where the rope ladder was by that passage? Did we see like claw marks, like the ocelotl you're using that ladder and that entrance? Because if they're climbing and scrambling, there'd probably be claw marks on the wall, right?
Yes, likely. Maybe that's what keyed you off that it was there.
Oh, I do see some there.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, well, we know that whoever is down there, they're either cat people or they have cat people, serving them or something.
All right.
What do you say? I'm good either way.
Half Harwood. Press forward or investigate above.
Or
I don't like leaving a flank on. There could be, they have the high ground, so I feel that we have to get up there.
All right. There's a button to push, so I'm with you on that then. That decides it.
Okay.
Ted?
I'll swing back down. Light.
Right.
We can
Inyala
climb
will
up there fairly easily.
Yes.
climb up.
I don't even know how I got that green light there, but it looks awesome.
It's got
Very
me
nice.
freaked out. Could
I
you
love
please
this
move-
map, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
Could you please
man.
move Rouge over? He's gotten lost in the dark. Thanks, buddy. All right.
All right.
So if we see someone starting to, or hear someone starting to chant anything, Inyala is going to put a javelin in him and disrupt that spell. And the plan is for everyone else to rush him.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. Deep breath. 1, 2, 3. Round the corner with the javelin.
It
We need the
sounds.
light.
It sounds like the. Here, maybe we'll do this. I wonder if I can do that.
There's a crackling fire, right?
Yeah, it sounds like a crackling fire.
This is an awesome session.
Crackling fire as long as you've never seen a nuclear power plant before.
Right. So I think there's a faint light coming from this direction. But it has kind of a bluish tinge to it.
Sounds legit.
How's that smell of ozone?
Stronger. The tinkling is louder, and you do hear some kind of chanting, but Adam doesn't believe. I don't even think it sounds like wizardry as much as like maybe someone intoning something to themselves, or you can kind of hear the chink of a chain. There's just some strange sounds coming from this area. It looks like, some of this stuff is more man-made than the rest of the tunnels. Like you can even see some cobbles are set in the floor.
Does it sound more like religious or shamanistic type thing?
Maybe more like, if it is religious, it could be like someone reciting, some tenets or something like that, or like reading a recipe or
Mantra.
Mantra stuff. Yeah. Okay.
What are you gonna do?
Go.
So it looks like the tunnel has collapsed directly in front of you, but there's two smaller openings to either side. And then, like I said, that bluish light is coming from the southern one.
All right.
Hmm.
Maybe. Here you go, Adam.
Yeah.
All right.
Holy.
All right. On the count of 3, round the corner.
So there's two different openings, it looks like, and there's still a ruin here, so it looks like there's some sort of collapse. But you can see some debris and detritus around the corners. But there's definitely like the bluish light coming from this side. I wonder why that's not visible. I tried to make a bluish light visible for y'all. It didn't work. I wonder why. Here we go.
So, bluish light from the south, and where's the tinkling?
Seems to be coming from all around now.
Hmm.
The tinkling of glass and some kind of rhythmic speaking. And you guys are trying to figure out which way to go. The crackling and the smell of ozone seems to get stronger and something seems to lumber into view.
Whoa.
You glance down there. This is what you see.
Oh my gosh.
It looks like a skeletal figure that has lightning arcing around its medulla oblongata and glowing from its eyes. And it just seems like it's kind of lumbering around, possibly mindlessly, but maybe not.
Excellent. Look at that thing.
Does anyone have a really good charisma? Because I think
No.
there's a possibility of negotiating here, but otherwise, I think maybe discretion is the better part of valor.
Barely.
I will, yeah, well, if we're going to run away, I won't do anything. Yeah.
So you can still hear the tinkling and the murmuring, and the sound of like chains shifting, coming from somewhere else. It's definitely not coming from this creature. And as you kind of stare down there at
Just moves, just
out of
keeps
sight.
going. It's
Yeah, it moved out of sight.
That's a good sign.
Some sort of mindless servant, perhaps.
Do these look like these are the cat people skeletons, right?
No, this looks like it's 8 feet tall.
Oh.
But it had a bird-like
It
beak.
does have like a strange malformed skull. Yeah.
Yeah.
And from that is seems like where the lightning or the electricity is arcing from, inside the skull near the base where it attaches to its spine.
All right, do you want me to kind of
Before?
Inyala, do you want to step in and try to shine a more light in that?
What'd you say, Thaddeus?
I said, how much gold have we gotten so far, roughly? Oh, I'm thinking about pulling back. I mean, we're at it. We don't have a lot of spells.
Mm.
It seems like this.
750.
Yeah.
All right. Let's I think let's start to pull back. I think if anything we should explore further up that other passage. I don't unless there's any scope for
this one up north.
Did you ask me a question?
Sorry, Nick, you mean this one or do you mean the going back?
I was actually thinking of the winding one that we were heading up before. I think that would be leaving the flank. We could hop in and have a quick look above, but I think we should back off down this passage anyway before we get spotted.
So yeah, that's fine with me. We can. I think whatever's going on over here is like there's some programmed ritualistic thing, and it doesn't seem that they're not coming after us until we press the button anyway.
Yeah, I'm so tempted to go and talk to them. Like if we were to like, but I don't have a good charisma. I don't have a. I don't know. Let's head back.
Okay.
It just seems to still be walking.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oop. I don't want to be too far ahead.
Right. Well, how much game time do we have? Let's start with that.
We should probably consider wrapping up soon.
All right, because we want to carouse clearly. So, shall we start pulling back?
Yes.
Fine with me.
I forget you guys are all at like nighttime there. So
Everyone's just like, we're all old men falling asleep.
Y'all is like, come on. All right. Let's go.
Back to Sinanor, Harwood screams.
Hold on.
Are you heading back?
Any last takers to head for that north natural cavern? You want to wrap up, so let's head back so that we can carouse.
You guys are heading back?
Yeah. We'd like to can we check out the oh gosh, this is so bad. I want to check out that hot water before we head back.
Sounds like a dangerous
wrap?
idea. You should just do that next time. You plan on coming back here eventually anyway, right?
Yeah, we'll. So many buttons to push. Someone hold me back.
All right, so I already rolled. You guys make it back till Kalmatta or to Sindanor. Congratulations.
Is that just one ration?
Well, you'd have to probably spend the night before you go, unless you're going to go at night. So, well, yeah, that would still be two rations.
2 rations.
So who else passed? Darmy?
And
Ireland.
And Spawn.
Spawn and Darmy. Alas, poor fellows, we barely knew ye. All right, so you guys, all right, so you didn't find anything, you didn't do any exploration, so no XP for that. So everyone gets 100 XP plus, that's it, 100 XP per level, right?
Mm-hmm. We've got to pay 3 days of boat. So that's 36 GP divided by 4 is 9 each. Is that right?
I thought we took care of that. No, I paid 16 for 1 day. I thought you guys all paid too, so you didn't.
Yeah, I thought that's what we said.
She had 16 left. He paid for 1 day, and the rest you can split up the other one. Because it was 2 days total.
Deal.
Okay. All right. What was the quartermaster? What was the treasure route?
Let me grab it. So I'm assuming we take the 8,000 copper and haul that shit back.
Yeah, that's
So
fine,
that
especially
would be-
since we know nothing happened. So
So are we just cashing in all the gems and we just add that up? Is that it?
usually,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so in that case, we've got 240 plus 80 is going to be 320. 330 for the first gem were 10 gold pieces, and then 500, 830 gold pieces total with the coppers and the gems.
So 830 divided by 4 is 208 XP. That's not per level. So you get 100 per level of XP plus 208.
Okay.
And then are you paying the 20%? And letting everyone know?
Yeah, we'll let them know. I don't reckon the Black God have the moxie to get that far.
So that leaves 664 divided by 4 is 166 jeeps per person.
Sorry, is what?
What was it again?
166 gold.
Okay. 66.
So who is carousing? Brian, you're the first on the list I'm looking at. Is Harwood the Blues Brother, master of the bread loaf, leader of the band, carousing.
Yeah, I have to. I'm at 1900 XP, and I'd like to level.
Nice.
How much?
So I'll go ahead. I'll go ahead and throw. See what I got. I'll throw 300 at it.
All right. As a general carousing, is that the plan?
Yes, please.
All right. Roll 1d30, sir.
Come on.
Ooh, one.
Oh.
Could be good. Low's good, right?
No.
It'll be a good story. It'll be a good story.
All right.
You lose
Roll
everything.
Roll 1d10. A 9. All right. During your drunken antics, you've been accused of a capital offense. The offense of treason. And you get to decide if Harwood is actually guilty or he's innocent. And I want you to make a charisma check. So, roll a d20, and you're going to have to succeed by... You need a certain number. What's your charisma? Ooh, a 1.
13.
All right, so let's see. So you can... So the 300 gold pieces is gone, right? You recognize of the way that the blackguards and the Mibishi work that you're guessing you might be able to get out of this with a 500 gold piece bribe.
Nice if I had that.
All right, you don't have it. All right, so you must face justice under the Codex Legis of Iron and Rust. And you are immediately imprisoned, and you might either have to face your freedom or immediate public execution, likely by being shackled to the isthmus when the high tide rises, and you will die.
Just out of curiosity, last time I was out here, I received a boon from Lord Aish Drake. I asked him just to forgive me just one time.
That's how you
really
knew.
Me. It was somebody else.
That's how you knew that you could get away with the 500 gold pieces and not just be treasoned.
I got 400. How does that work?
You're going to try and do it for 400?
That's all I have.
Let's table it for now. And I'll do some work on it to make a decision.
I love the carousing to ruin a character.
So this is my question to you, Brian. Was Harwood duplicitous? Did he actually do this treason, or is he being wrongfully accused?
I think he likes Cindanor, so I think he's been wrongly accused.
Well, I mean, you could like Cindanor, but Cindanor is kindly being oppressed by the Mibishi right now, the Blackguard and Lord Leto. But you know, he may feel like they're a good thing for the people of Cindanor. Like they do protect the Cindanor, and they did help against the raid. You were there when Lord Aish was doing all that. So if you feel like you are loyal to the Blackguards and Mibishi, then yeah, maybe you were wrongly accused, and we got to figure out who is accusing you of this and why.
You could do a prison break.
Don't try to break Harwood out. If he's gone, he's gone.
So he's wrongly accused, and he's being held at least overnight while Lord Aish sees what he can do because of this favor. Okay?
Thanks, GM Hobbs. That's pretty good.
All right.
I will erase my boon.
You do get
Lord
300.
Aish.
You do get 300 XP, but if you face justice and can survive, you'll get another 300 XP.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I mean, like fun.
You can still
Obviously
roll your
not
hit
great for
points
Hobbs.
though. You like I can just see you're like working out like Sylvester Stallone in Rocky 2 in the doing push-ups and shit, and you know
Burpees.
the
5
music
million burpees.
the music's going in the background as you're like building up and stuff, and so you can go ahead and roll your hit points because you made second level,
All
right?
Yeah, I'm almost there.
Oh, you didn't make it with the 300?
I'm almost there with the math.
Oh.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
definitely second level.
All right, well, let's move on to Julian. Is Adam, the analogus, going to carouse?
Elementalist. Yes.
All right, how
Yeah.
much are you
I
going to
think so.
spend?
How does this work exactly?
So basically, you are spending gold, and if you carouse as a wizard, you're probably like spending it on research and doing some other stuff. The higher you roll, the better. There's good results and there's very bad results, as you've seen.
What difference does it make to spend? I mean, what's the difference
That's
between 10 and
basically
100?
going to be most like that's how we're going to decide how many XP you get. A lot of times, most of them are going to be 1 for 1.
Okay. Got it. I'm going to spend 100 gold.
All right. Roll a d30, sir.
Okay.
Not a very good roll on those hit points. Must be the bad prison food. A 10. So probably closer to the bad side, but let me check the table. All right. So, well, I am going to find an arbitrary. Ooh, that's lucky. You got very lucky on this arbitrary roll. Roll a d20, and you need a 15 or less.
D20.
5. So you succeeded. So basically, you were marked by the Gilded Lilies, who somehow have decided, and maybe it was because, Spawn did not make it back. And so Chorus was convinced that you have incredibly ancient and valuable treasures that you've brought back from the jungles of Kalmatta, and you were marked for robbery. If you would have failed this roll, you would have been robbed, but through wariness and a bit of luck, you have cheated the Gilded Lilies. So you get 150 XP, or 100 XP, sorry, and you didn't lose anything, but apparently you have gained the enmity of the Gilded Lilies.
That's probably not the greatest, but Olan will come back into the.
That's right. All right, Thaddeus. So is half going to carouse?
Absolutely not.
All right, Nick and Inyala.
Does Habiba Muna give? Is she interested in my 11 fruit?
Make a reaction roll. 6. She'll give you a 6 gold pieces to leave her alone and stop bringing this worthless junk. So next time, you get 6 gold pieces for it.
Gold pieces.
Good work.
I think, and next time you have a -1 on next reaction rolls for Habiba Muna.
I don't know. She's sick of me bringing back things I found. Here's a dead bird. Here's a.
Here is some poo that half would not eat.
One, two,
Oh man.
I've not met poo that I would not eat.
Are you making a carousing roll?
Oh, this is so silly. But you know what? I am.
For how much?
100.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, 100 GP, you're kind of on the cusp because it is so dangerous. The things that could happen to you, Julian, just for an example. I mean, if Brian would have wagered 50 gold pieces and his character is basically getting executed by the guards, probably not worth it, right?
You know what? Inyala's gonna restrain herself.
No, that's bullshit. That's bullshit.
All right.
Let's go.
All right, here we do. 100 GP, but I can't restrain myself. I can't. But she's a Reaver. I can use the thieves table, can't I?
Yeah, if you want to.
I reckon.
I don't know if that's really Reaverish though. Probably general carousing is Reaverish. Where you can do it as a thief if you want to, but a lot of times that's like skulking around trying to rob people. Yeah.
That's not really her thing. No. She's gonna. Here we go. 100 GP. Push the button.
Oh, that's a good one. All right. So that is heroic level carousing. So normally you'd be carousing like Taganus, one of the great heroes of Sindanor, but this is more like Lord Burnick, who is just like definitely just a minor, infamous, unworthy individual. And roll. You go out, you're going to get 1 XP. You're going to get 100 XP. And then I want you to roll a D30. A 15. All right, so while you're out drinking, you hear you hear some henchmen or there's some merchants who came in, or maybe even some other Reavers that you're out partying with, and they start talking about this place they've heard of in Kalmatta. And you say, there's absolutely no way that you guys know anything more about Kalmatta than I do. And I vow to brave the dark hall of the Iron Sentinels, who slay any man who tries to pass with fear in his heart, for I am no man. So you vowed to brave the dark hall of the Iron Sentinels. And if you do so, you get 100 XP. But if you do so, you'll get an additional 100 XP. Actually, it's 1,000 XP. It's times 10.
Wow.
So you have to find the halls of the Iron Sentinels, and you have to brave them.
I love it. It's awesome. Push the button. And Inyala, standing on the table, tankard in each hand, vows this.
So every session that you don't work towards this, your reputation in Sindanor, meaning reaction rolls, dealing with people, is going to suffer.
Man, no one likes me in Zadabad. My reputation in Sindanor at risk. Biba Muna's tired of the dead birds.
Inyala's got some issues.
Yeah, she does. She needs to work on her relationship skills.
All right. So I really
at least you're not in jail.
There is that. Yeah, we'll cover that. We'll cover that in the Discord chat. So I guess this is the time, Thaddeus. You're about wiped out. We'll do it quick. You got any highs and lows?
No, great game. Definitely eager to get back to it. But I think we were lacking in the clerical firepower department, and with any OSR game as it goes on, we just didn't have a lot of magic firepower, either clerical or arcane.
I don't know what he's trying to say about Adom, Julian, but I think them's fighting words.
Come on.
He's a first level wizard, first level magic user.
Hey, I'm
everyone's first level, but half here.
Exactly. Hanging out with the noobs.
Julian, you got any highs and lows for the session you want to mention?
Yeah, slept a freaking ogre. Kidding me? I mean, that was hot. And Adon the all-seeing with secret passage work.
Yeah, he did ferret out a lot of stuff. You got to give him that. And you know how hard it is for me to compliment Julian in any way.
If he hadn't seen those secret passages, Spawn would still be alive.
True that. Nick?
Yeah, that was a great session. I thought we really found our stride, particularly once we got into the dungeon. Really enjoyed some of those combats. I kind of liked the moment as well where Adom kind of went through with the sleep. I thought that was brilliant. Lots of buttons I still want to push. And I also enjoyed that carousing. I love like the Hall of the Iron Sentinels. That's awesome. And I'm totally down for breaking Harwood out of the shackles on that isthmus, even if he's not. So that's pretty cool too. So glad to get in an impromptu game. Thanks Hobbs. Thanks everyone.
Yeah. Did you purposely have difficulty saying isthmus?
Sorry.
Did you purposely have trouble saying isthmus?
No,
Because
no,
I have had so many issues saying isthmus in the past. I thought maybe you heard it on an old video or something. So
No, I have heard it. I have heard that, but I have similar issues with the word isthmus.
I just say
it is a
isthmus
great
now.
word.
Yeah.
It is a great word. It's isthmus. Yeah, great. Enjoy it.
All right. Brian.
I got a couple high points. I think Gurn leveled up to first level, whatever it's called when they're a leveled character now. And obviously the carousing, it's always fun to learn that your character is basically ruined because you needed a couple XP. Thanks, Jim Hobbs.
You know what I reckon the treason was? They reckon that Harwood's trying to raise an army to take the. He's got so many henchmen. He's trying to take Cindenhall.
They all survived was the weirdness about it.
So shouldn't Inyala just bail him out so that that he has to go to the Balls of Iron with her?
It was a lot
Inyala
of money.
already owes Harwood one because he fought during the attack on Cindenhall. She had like this the bends from this kind of instrument thing. And she was incapacitated, and he stood over her body. So yeah, she'll break him out.
Well, she could borrow him 100 gold.
Yeah, we can just buy him out. You know, I mean, he's only down 100 GP.
Oh, I think I accidentally spent mine.
Accidentally, he said.
I shouldn't have bought those last 5 rounds.
Does anybody want some fruit?
Hey, if you know, I'm happy if you'll be my bodyguard on the next session or two. I'll throw in 100 gold.
Hey, what you were paying, Inyala would have fought for what you were paying Ulan.
Brian, do you take that? I mean, is Harwood happy to be maybe slightly indebted to Adab the Audacious?
Let me ask you this. Can Harwood trade his magic shield for his freedom?
Sure.
And it's gone for good? With the charges and whatever?
Lord Aish would use it surely in his next duel.
Yeah, I think so. I think you could.
Scot-free, who cares? I lose my shield +1 blessed by the winged god for my freedom.
What? Oh, don't give that away. Oh.
Awesome. Yeah, you're free to go. I mean, they're like, don't do it again. But thanks for this awesome shield. Dun, 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 dun.
Freedom! 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 Harwood likes eating his bread. He goes right back to going and he gets a loaf of bread. He looks like the Blues Brother when he gets the bread in that expensive restaurant.
Oh, God. All right. It sounds good, guys. I appreciate y'all playing. I really wanted to play again tonight, and you guys made it happen. So as hard as it used to be to get a muster to gather 4 dudes in an hour and still get a good game in, that is fantastic. And let's leave it to the dulcet tones of TJ motherfucking
It's
Bennett.
a beautiful day in the game. Oh, a beautiful day for my gamers. Would you be one? Could you be one? Zadabad's plunder, but don't despair. This colony's breeding great robbers. Would you be one? Could you be one? If the 80% mortality rate works for you, for a few bucks a month you can sign up and have the Hobbs kill you. So let's make the most of another Sunday. Brew up some coffee and play it my way. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my gamers? Won't you be? Won't you please, please, won't you be my gamers?
Bye.